As it is written, the kingdom is within us. Come together and discuss the issues within the kingdom. Speak your peace. Speak the truth. For the kingdom is at hand. Kingdom Conversations.
Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings to the whole house, to the number one people on the earth, the number one people that should be in rotation all over the earth, and that's the kingdom of the Israelites. Kingdom of the book people. Put a one up if you love the book people. I got to put my one. I'm going to try to beat y'all there. I'm going to put my one in there. There go my one. Put a one up if you love the Father. Put 2 ones up. Put 7 ones up if you love the Father. Father, we thank you. We thank you. First of all, we thank you. We praise you. We lift you up. We magnify you. We don't magnify Brother C. We don't magnify Salt of the Earth Productions, but we magnify you and we thank you. We thank you for all the work that you've done in the past for your people, the apple of your eye. We thank you for the work that you've done in the present, this day, 2022, according to the Greco-Roman. But we also thank you for what the future beholds, the kingdom of the Israelites. We thank you for that, Father. We also thank you for sending the only begotten, first fruits. First fruits was a deity before, during, and after his appearance on the earth. Nobody can argue about that. Thank you, Mashiach. They are also known as Jesus the Christ. We don't know him as that though, but we know him as some call him Yahuwah, Yahusha. Some call him Yahushua. We know who you're talking about because the only people using them names is the Israelites. If you see a heathen using that name, run away from him or her. Lest not they sitting learning and studying under Israelite, and they're not trying to be in front of the Israelite, talk about you a prophet to the Israelites. No, sir. No, ma'am, you are not. Father, thank you for the Ruach, especially this day, this hour. Well, you did like you said in Daniel. Well, books have been opened. Knowledge has increased. The Israelites know that they number one on this earth. The Israelites know that they're the greatest people on this earth. Can't nobody tell the Israelites different. And if somebody's telling you something different, you could call them a liar to their face, or you could sneak a call a liar, however you want to call them a liar, but you're a liar. Creator of this construct said that the Israelites was the apple of his eye, and you can't argue with it. So what's happening, fam? It's good to see you all on another episode, another conversation that we're going to have today. But before I holler at y'all, you know I got to greet my brethren on the panel. My good brother Najid. Najid, how you doing, bro? What's good with it?
Good, brother Cleo, man. Good to hear your voice, bro. How you been? All good?
I've been great, brother. I've been excellent. The father is, even though I'm one of his hard-headed children, he's still been seeing fit to take care of me, and I thank him for that because I'm definitely one of his hard-headed children, and I admit that open on the open air.
All
Uh,
right, sweet, sweet.
I like that. How you been, brother? It seems like I haven't talked to you in a minute, man. How you
I
been?
know it's been a while. All's good, man. All's good. We've been talking a bit behind the scenes, doing some stuff. I was on one of our meetings that you had to miss, but all's good, man. All's good. Hey, everybody in the chat, man. Good to see you tonight. We're doing something special tonight. We're going to be playing clips from um, Kanye West's old album. So that's all we're doing tonight. So we're just going to put that on.
Well, hey, listen. I don't know if you was on, but the last Wake Up Jacob, we gonna revisit that because y'all know where I went and we put a video up on Kanye. So imagine that. Solidaire put a video up on Kanye, do some commentary on Kanye, tell you what's gonna happen and what happened. Wow. So all praise to the Father, because the Father is y'all need to put up a couple of ones in this chat. You know that the Father is doing a mighty work right now. It's good to see you, brother Hal. Look forward to your inside commentary, because hopefully we go where we're not thinking, and I'm hoping that's the case, because that'll be a case for us to have a really, really good conversation. Now I'm gonna go ahead and greet the fam. What's good, famo? It's good to see everyone here. Like I always say, you guys could have been anywhere. You could have been watching. Let me see. The Yankees is playing. The Dodgers is playing. Baseball's in full swing. Football don't happen till tomorrow, so I got most of you Israelites to be at the local barbecue pit, getting some of them pork ribs and some of those hog maw and all those things. And then some of you Negroes like to be high end, so y'all might be dining on snails, the escargots or escargot, whatever part of the land you're from. You call it either one way or another. But I'll say this right now: it is an honor and a privilege to be before you, to have a conversation with you about what we're going to be conversing about. So we're going to start from the top, like how we normally do. And there's a brother in I don't know if I'm a short or not, but there's someone, and he's a good brother. He doesn't mean anything bad, but he says that I should just go ahead and don't greet the family, but just go ahead and jump into the topic. He said the topic. He loved the topics. Topics, okay. And we appreciate you, bro, if you're listening. Appreciate you, but for now, I'm just gonna continue to greet the family how we normally greet them. And so I'm gonna start from the top and work down. I gotta greet them because the family isn't. And see that's the thing. The family in the chat. This is, and everybody who, if you're watching or not, if you sneak listening, sneak watching, you all are family. And this is your, matter of fact, this is your platform. And you guys know how I always say, if you want to jump on, you can jump on and you can speak your piece. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. Speak your piece, and you can even have a dissenting view as long as you come in love and respect. We accept dissenting views. We accept everything. Just don't come in here being disrespectful. And if a heathen, we do have less tolerance for you. Just know that up front. So, my good brother JPM, I got to put that out there, man, because I got a short fuse when it comes to the heathen. I got a short fuse with that. JPM, what's good, brother? How you doing? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Let's see Isaiah 41:1. Listen, O isles, unto me. And hark, he talking to the land and the people. Don't just think he talking to the land. He talking to the people. And then he saying, hearken ye people afar off. That proves that he's talking to both from afar off. The Father have called me from the womb. Who is he talking about? Somebody got called from the womb. From the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. So somebody was getting spoken on. We're not going to ruin the punchline. Somebody was getting spoken on. Peace and blessings to you, brother. My good sister Maria Yakita, Isaiah 52:10. Yahuwah hath made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all nations. And it's funny, his holy arm is holding his battle axe. He got his battle axe in his hand. He always say, with a mighty hand and outstretched arm, with fury poured out. And all of the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our Elohim. They're going to see that battle axe coming down on them, chopping the hell out of their land and chopping the hell out of them, but they're going to see who the ones that's actually doing it. That's a scary sight. That's crazy. I'm going to have to interrupt greeting the fam. I got to greet my brother E. E, what's good, brother? It's good to see you. What's going on?
Hey, shalom, brother Cleo, brother Najee.
What's going on, man?
Slow motion, man. Glad to be here. Thought I missed the intro, didn't you?
You was in the background listening, grooving to the intro. I don't mind. Yeah, as long as you say you caught it, because then I won't have to feel bad.
Nah, man, I'm good, man. All praise to the Most High. Shalom to everybody in the chat. Hope y'all doing well. I'm just here to vibe out, man, and hang out like how we do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a pleasure and a privilege and an honor to have you on the panel as usual, brother. So I'm going to continue to greet the fam. Thank you for joining on. My good brother, Tone Spain, three-point jumper Spain. J the name for Tone Spain, the three-pointer TV. Shalom, brother. It's good to see you. Michelle Wad, good to see you, sis. Rodney Hinkle, shalom, brother. Peace and blessings. T. Trashah, shalom, sis. All praises, family. We praise him. That's right. All praise to you, whole family. We praise him for this great day. Hallelujah. Lift him up. Y'all need to be lifting the Father up every chance you get when you wake up in the morning, after you greet yourself, even before you greet yourself. Greet the Father and tell him thank you. Then you look in the mirror and say, Father, thank you for choosing us out of the muck and the mire, for so naming us and keeping us safe, because we could have been already knocked out the box. Father saw it fit to keep us here. Father saw us fit for all of you and all of us to be here at this exciting time and hour. You should be thankful. You should be lifting him up and praising his name. Tycee Rowland, shalom, brother. Good to see you. Peace and blessings to you. Yeah, shalom, family. Shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. My good brother Josiah Ben Yehuda, divine seed, shalom, Yon son, daughters of Zion. Peace and blessings to you. Shalom to you, brother. Daniel Blackshear, First Maccabees, peace and blessings, brother. First Maccabees 3:48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint their likenesses and their images. Ain't that something? Zigzag man. The zigzag man is they so-called Antichrist. Little do they know. He ain't our Antichrist, because we don't worship and follow the stained glass. We don't worship and follow. No, you talking about you pick up your ruddy cross and you got a cross in your church house, got people walking up to it, and you got people praying to it. You're in error. You're an errorist. You made all this foolishness in your image so you could be worshipped. We don't do white supremacist worship around here. It's all about the Father. It's all about the book. All about Mashiach. All about the Ruach. All about LSC. We don't need nothing else. Man, I already told you in the book, no graven image, and then you paint the image of Cesare Borgia, paint it, give it to the world, and make yourself an idol so that you could go conquer. We don't play that game with y'all. We tell you face to face how it is. It could be face to face. It could be over the interweb. It could be online. It could be on YouTube. We're going to say the same thing. We're not going to move off of it. We're not going to change. Gonna be the same stuff you heard from me 5-10 years ago. Gonna be the same stuff you hear from me 20-30 years from now. Same thing. Won't be yelling as much, but it'll be the same thing. And y'all Coleman, peace and blessings, sis. Real Morgan, good to see you, brother. Peace and blessings. Shibriya, shalom and blessings, sis. Hope you are well. Hope the family is well. Hope the children are well. Mama Yah Yakita, shalom, sis. All praises to the Most High Yah. Yes, sir. Peace and blessings, sis. Hope you're well. My too much for you. Shalom, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Marcella Smith. Peace and blessings to you. Peace and blessings to everyone. My good sister Cindy Clark. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well with you today. My good brother Rome May. Hey, brother. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lift him up while you have time. Lift him up in every season, not just in spring and summer or when you're having a good time. Lift him up when you have a bad time and when you have a good time. T. Brown, shalom, peace and blessings to you. Hope you are well. Hope the Father's keeping you. Jason Camphor, shalom, brother. Good to see you, brother. Peace and blessings. Hope the Father is keeping you. Linda Ricks, Good Sister Linda Ricks, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Moriah Israel, shalom, peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well. My good brother Najee, y'all do like Najee. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say don't do like what Najee say. Y'all need to send that Trinity offering. I told y'all last week it's about that Trinity offering. Y'all need to send that Trinity offering to Brother C at google.com. Yvette Rivera, peace and blessings, sis. Don't do like Hal say. Matter of fact, no, do like Hal say. Hit the like button, but then send that cash out so that we can all get private jets, right? Like we need a private jet. You take that money, go build something. Go ahead and say that, bro.
Yeah, you want both now.
Why not? The heathen get both and then some. The heathen get both in triplicate and all of that. Carl John, shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. I see all them ones that y'all put up, and I say I'm just now getting to the ones. I see them 7 ones that y'all put up. Mount Sinai, Yisrael, Jerusalem. Man, boy, learn how to read. Peace and blessings to you. If I see you and I didn't catch you, like my sister Sonny, peace and blessings, sis. I'm gonna shout you out now as I see you, especially if I didn't see you as I was coming down the pipe. Mary I am, peace and blessings, sis. Hope you are well. His Abigail, peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Okay, there you go. I see you. Okay, you caught me on the later end. Peace and blessings. Good to see you. Patricia Thomas, shalom, peace and blessings. Sharid S, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Hope you are well. Let me see. Did I catch everybody? I think I caught everybody. If I didn't catch everybody, you know what it is. I'm gonna keep scrolling down until I get to the bottom. LNL, peace and blessings, sis. Hope you are well. And 300, peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Hope you are well. Keep on going through. Yaz, I believe I caught you. I'll say shalom again to you, Yaz. Got the troublemaker extraordinaire, the notorious Hebrew, causing havoc, wreaking havoc on the YouTube streets. Shalom, sis. Hope you are well. Fatima Yehudim Shah Yisrael. Peace and blessings to you, sis. Mary I am. I got you. Leanne King. Praise the Most High. Shalom, brothers and sisters. That's right. Praise him. Lift him up. Lift him up. Gotta lift him up. Lift up the Father every chance that you get. Praise him and thank him for all that he's done. Shalom, Saraya Yasharala. Peace and blessings to you, sis. Hope all is well with you today. Nature's Graffiti, shalom, peace and blessings. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17. Let's read that. You show your strength to those who doubt how powerful you really are. Father gonna show. He gonna show the queen. He gonna put the queen out there. He playing. I said last time. I said he playing 32 dimensional chess. Now 64 dimensional chess. Notice I'm going up by increments of 32. Father gonna show you the queen, and then the queen gonna disappear. She gonna be on level 64. She gonna go all the way down to level 7 and then bop up to level 3. And then it's your move while she doing all that appearing and disappearing. And you know who the queen is? Kingdom of the Israelites. You condemn the pride of those who should know better than to doubt you. That's right. You should know better to doubt the Father. The Israelites been saying to the whole earth, hey, we the people of the book. Hey, look at us. Hey, look at us. We the people of the book. Look at us. Stop saying, hey, look at us. We the people of the book. You already know that you the people of the book. Keep it moving. Matter of fact, don't even tell them to tell the heathen you the people of the book anymore. They want to find out who the people of the book. They could Google the people of the book. They could Google the true Israelites, and all your information will come up. So it's no sense in you telling this that already been taught over the whole earth. The whole earth already know. They already know. That's why they never say nothing about you on CNN. We'll show that today, too. We'll show that today. Yes, sir. We'll show it. Pissy Lola, y'all's blessed. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well. Seeking the Most High, all praises Yah forever and ever in the name of our Messiah, Yahushua. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. He the one that's petitioning the Father on our behalf. So the ones he died, the ones he say he came for. How you get this confused? How you going to be confused about this? The man told you who he came for. There's no ambiguity there. The only ambiguity you get, not with Paul, free the Apostle Paul, because Paul told the truth. The only time you're going to get ambiguity is when you get a lying Jesuit talking about he Jesuit trained, He done went to cemetery and tried to send you to hell. Only time you gonna get some foolishness, somebody telling you something that the Father didn't do or that he didn't say. You're an errorist. Point blank. I'm scrolling through. Hopefully I get everybody. Elizabeth Nichols, peace and blessings, sis. Hope all is well with you. Let's see here. KL Lioness, shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to you. That's right, you're an errorist. You're an error. You is an error, and that's the only thing you know how to do. And it's funny. The heathen think that they have a number of things. And that precept is so fitting. They think that they know it all. They think that they're morally right. And they think that they are the city on the hill. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. They think that they are everything, and they done went and did exactly this. They done went and conquered the whole earth, and now they don't think that they got nothing coming. Come on now, y'all need to stop playing. If you even believe what the books say, just on the strength of that alone, you got a tail whooping coming, just the strength on that. Hey, brother Yash, what's going on, man? Peace and blessings to you. How you doing, bro?
Shalom, shalom. I'm doing great, man. I'm grateful that the family done got so big. I'm eating me some stew, man. It's crazy. But anyway.
Sound good.
Yeah, man. You know, on the road, you can't really find no daggone good food. But I found some old. It's this old lady, this old white lady at this gas station. She's somebody's grandmother, man. She be cooking.
Wow, sound good, man.
Pot roast and mashed potatoes, and I'm just in love, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. As long as it's well seasoned.
Oh, yeah.
Well seasoned.
I got dibs on her.
Oh, okay. I heard that. This is
good everything.
That's good. Hopefully her children could cook and her grandchildren could cook, because you might have a servant on your hands.
She coming.
Oh, he said that's why you say you got dibs on her. Okay. We're gonna put you in timeout for that one.
Cobbler and everything.
Wow. Well, enjoy yourself, bro. Good to have you on, man. It's good to have all the brothers on.
Yes,
Sharon O, peace and blessings to you, sis. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, I just said yes, sir.
Okay. My bad for stepping on your sorry about that, bro. Cavity Creek, peace and blessings, brother. Hope you are well. Hope all is well with you. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? We got anybody else that I missed? Light of dawn, shalom, family. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well with you. Peace and blessings. Salute the brother and shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Natalie Focusing, Yah, shalom. What I love is how you greet all brothers and sisters with a sincere love for Yahshua. I love it. Yes, I do love my people. I love my people first. I've always had a love for my people. And I tell you this, and this is from the heart, it's never about your brother C. It's always about us. It's not going to do me a hill of beans to gain all the money in the earth and my family not with me. It don't do me no good. Now, it would do me good if I had some money and then I invested in my brothers and sisters, invested in AIPs, built them up, where I talk about I always say we should be building things. So I appreciate that, sis. I appreciate that. And yes, I do love the Father. I do love my people. So yes, I do. I do. And I don't even got to say that, because you come in, you feel the love from the brothers on the channel, and you feel the love from the folks in the chat. Because the books say we salt and light. I call it salt and light. If I caught you something like I always do, I'll call you the greatest on the globe. You are the greatest on the globe. The books say you're salt and light. Stay on fire. Peace and blessings. Shalom. Peace and blessings to you. Joy 3160. Peace and blessings, sis. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you on, sis. Thank you for joining in. Let's see, Mr. Thorpe 69. Shalom, brother. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the whole house. That's right. The kingdom of the Israelites is in the house. That's right. Kingdom of the Israelites. Do y'all be saying that to yourself? Y'all don't be saying that to yourself, do y'all? I say that to myself all the time. Surely I do. I'm not playing. I say that to myself all the time because I walk around saying to myself, hey, you know what? We the people of the book. We the actual kingdom of the Israelites. It's us and our children and our children's children and our children's children's children is that battle axe. He said he got a battle axe. He got a mighty hand and outstretched arm. In that hand, he got a battle axe. And who's the battle axe? Put a one up if you know who that battle axe is. I know who it is. That comes from the War Scrolls. War Scrolls tell you about that. Who's that battle axe that the Father got that he using? It's the same people that's when they said, what they said, can somebody get that precept? When someone asked, when somebody asked a question, can these dry bones live? Can these dry bones live? He's asking him a rhetorical question because he already knew the answer. He just wanted to see where this man was. I'll get that precept and put it up. Can these strong bones live? Who is he talking about? And then at the end of that, when everything was, what they had become? A mighty army. So now you can't tell me, just on that one precept alone, you can't tell me that the next superpower on earth is not the Israelites. Nobody can tell me that. That's future prophecy. That tells you right there. If up stood a mighty army, okay, so he done not only a mighty army, but okay, they got everything they need then. He done stood them up. What else they need? I mean, here's the bigger question. Who can fight them? That's the day they dread when the dry bones stand up. And guess what? The dry bones done stood up. The muscles is coming on them. And whatever happens now, I need to figure out what comes next. Because the muscles is coming on y'all right now. How do I know? Because y'all thinking with a like mind now. How do you know? How could you say they thinking with a like mind, brother? See, I could tell you this right now. First of all, they lost their LSC. That's number one. Number two, they're not praying for the heathen. Number three, they're not forgiving the heathen. And even before that, they loving on their own family. There's no such thing as no black and brown, no black and green, black and purple alliance with you and nobody else on this earth. You alliance with yourself. That's the alliance. Your alliance with Mashiach. That's your alliance with the Father and the Ruach. That's the only alliance you got. You ain't cooking up no alliance with no Asians. You ain't cooking up no alliance with no so-called brown people. Alliance is only with the Israelites. And the Israelites only. You ain't coming with nothing else. All right, so fam, what we're going to get into today is we're going to get into that Kanye West thing. I know y'all done seen it. But before we get into the Kanye West thing, what I want to do is I want to take us back to our last week's Wake Up Jacob. And last week's, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the flap about Kanye, but we're going to address that. We're going to get into it, and we're going to look at it from a couple of different perspectives. I got some videos queued up. So I got a question. Do I have to do fair use to play videos from Salted Earth Productions, or can I just go ahead and play it?
Nah, you better do fair use. Brother Bonya's gonna get pissed, bro.
Okay, all right, we'll do.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, Bonya, man, come on, bro. You gonna put a strike on the channel because I didn't do fair use? Okay, let me do it. Actually, that should be Brother E. Because Wake Up Jacob E did the show. All right, fam. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like Brother Hal said. We're gonna play the fair use, and then we just
that was a joke, bro.
No. We're gonna do. I'm gonna play it right now. Here it goes. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, and this is a copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research, Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All praise to the Father for fair use and the ability to use individuals' words and what they say against them, because as I say to you all the time, you all living, breathing prophecies. Each one of you is a living and breathing prophecy. You are a testimony and a testament at the same time. You're a testimony that the Father's words is true, but you are also a testimony against this earth, against the Psalm 83s, against all that hate the Father and all that hate his Son. Book asks the question, how do you know you love the Father? Somebody get that precept. I'll put it on. Before I jump in, I'm gonna read this. This the precept I call Yazidek. Thank you, brother. Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe, and weapons of war. He said weapons of war. He lists the battle axe first though, but what else he got? What else he got in the tool shed? Could that be them cheat codes? He said you his battle axe, and he said, and his weapons of war. It could be some cheat codes in that weapons of war thing, but we'll keep going. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations. That's one aspect of the nation. He's gonna break all the Psalms 83 and everybody else that hate Israel. And then lastly, he say, and with thee, his battle axe, his weapons of war, with those, that mighty army that stood up, will he destroy kingdoms. Donald Trump, Joe Biden, the British the monarchy, because all them people related in Europe, they all related. They all sisters, cousins, grandfathers, blood drinkers, vampires, all of that. The Fuse, the folks in South Africa that's running shop, the folks in South America that's running shop, all of y'all kingdoms is going to be destroyed. Whatever you think is your kingdom, what you should probably be doing is figuring out how you could get it in the Israelites' hands now, so you won't have to suffer so much damage, but you won't do that. So we're going to jump into this Kanye thing. So I'm sure y'all been watching the Kanye thing, and put a one up if you have. I'm going to harken back, though, to a show that we did, that my good brother E did, and we did a show on Wake Up Jacob, and it was about the treasonous mentality of black people. And me with my loud mouth, I jumped on and I said, okay, I got a video of Kanye West, right? And so we proceeded to watch the video about Kanye West and that shirt that he had on. And that's what we're going to lead off at. We're going to lead into that. Now, we're not going to play that video, right? But what we are going to do is we're going to play a little bit of snippets out of our version of that video and some of the commentary. And Kanye West had this shirt on with Candace Owens. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Now, what we did was we list this video that we played was the video of him on CNN. Not CNN, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, fam. Him with Tucker Carlson. And Tucker Carlson hates everybody that got any ounce of melanin in them, but he really hates the Israelites. He hates the Israelites with a passion. Hey, Smitty, how you doing, bro? Peace and blessings, brother. Good to see you. Hope you are well. Hope all is well with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spool up our video that we played, and I'm just going to, there's a couple of time tracks that I want to play. And the reason why I want to play it is because it's not by coincidence or happenstance that we as a family were having a conversation about that Kanye West video. I want you to pay close attention to what was being said from the brethren.
Hey, brother Cleo, there's no sound on there.
Oh, I messed it up.
Yep.
Of course. Who's shocked by that? Put a 1 up if you're shocked by me messing up. No, put a 2. Put a 1 if you're not shocked. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna say present. Okay, you know what I forgot to do? Like I always do. I forgot that little button right there. Pow and pow. Okay, so we're gonna start that again. We're gonna start that. Thank you for doing that. That's actually good because I could cue it up exactly where I want it. And I want it to be at 2:44:50. The lead, that's what I want, or somewhere thereabouts. That's close enough. Let's go back there. That's close enough. Okay.
Exactly what the shirt says. Yeah, he was talking to all the people that made him the richest rapper on earth. He was talking to all of them, pay them checks, let them know that I'm all the way down. Might say some other. I'm all the way down. You know, I might say some. But
yeah. But if you listen to this, and here's what I'm going to preface this by saying, and I shouldn't have to do this.
Turn it up a little more.
A proponent of Kanye West. I'll say that up front. But okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on 100% blast, and I'm gonna have to take my my headers off because I can hear it good. But I'll crank it up a little bit. Hold on, fam. Y'all know I'm jiggling the wire, so I got it up on the max on the computer. I also have it on the max up on YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna clip here, and we're gonna run it back right to. YouTube doesn't allow me to get it exactly where I want it, so that's close enough.
I'm all the way down. You know, I might say some. But
yeah. But if you listen to this, and here's what I'm going to preface this by saying, and I shouldn't have to do this. I'm not a proponent of Kanye West. I'll say that up front. But if you listen to his vernacular, and I'm not defending nothing he said, but he said some things that were interesting, like his handlers. He was just, and him saying the fact that, okay, if I say something out of line, I'm paraphrasing, that I'm gonna get checked, right? So now that's a separate. It's the same click, but it's a separate click. Now he's pointing directly at the fuse right now when he's making statements like that. He pointed at the fuse, and for those of y'all who don't know what the fuse is short for a fake Jew. So you put the word fake together and you put the word Jew together, you get a few. And so that's who he was pointing at. So he was blowing shots at the fuse, but at the same time he was mentioning the fact that okay, it's so many of our black babies getting done by abortion. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there. So what the brothers was pointing out was the fact after listening to that Fox, that thing on Fox, and the brothers noticed that he was blowing shots at the fuse. And hopefully y'all can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I coming in loud and clear?
Yeah, we can hear you. The volume on the video was very low.
You know what, and I don't understand that because everything is coming through. Let me see. Everything is coming through my audio good, and I got all the levels cranked up real high. I'm not sure why that is, but if y'all want to go back and hear it, I'll put this timestamp in. I apologize for that, and I'm sure, as usual, it's something on my end, and I apologize for that. But the timestamp, I'll put the timestamps and I'll drop the link of the video in. But basically, what we were talking about was Kanye and Kanye blowing shots at the fuse. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to play any more of that video. But what I am going to do is I got another couple of videos I'm going to load. Let's see here. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And so the gist of it was, you didn't hear the video. I apologize for that, sis. Matter of fact, I'll put the link. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and I'll put the timestamp in the chat. And really, it's the conversation was amongst the brothers, and what we were talking about was Kanye West and what we were thinking about. And what's interesting, I recommend that you do. Some of you guys could hear it good, some of you guys couldn't. Shalom, Lion Warrior Yah. Peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well. Lion Warrior for y'all. Peace and blessings. So some of you guys could hear it good, some of you guys couldn't. There's the video. I believe that's our video. Hopefully it's not the second one. I probably jacked that up too. Let me see here. B8. Yeah, okay, so that's our video. I'm gonna drop the timestamps in here too, so that you guys can listen to the timestamps, because these are the timestamps that I believe I wanted you guys to hear. And so I'll drop them in, and you can listen to it at your own leisure. Those are the timestamps for it. And so if you guys could see that, if I didn't jack that up, let me see. There should have been commas between 2:44, 2 hours and 44 minutes, 2 hours 46 minutes, comma between that, and then the last one was a block of 249 through 33 to 253. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in there. I'm put them in there one at a time. I think I'll do that. That'll be easier, so that you guys have to go back to, because I thought it was interesting once I saw how Kanye was moving, and like I said, we jumped on the Wake Up Jacob show, and that we were talking about. The show was about the treasonous mentality of black people. And so one of the comments that was made was, okay, either Kanye is a genius or he bleep crazy, right? And y'all know what the bleep is. I'm not going to say that over the airways, but I will be a hypocrite and say it when you don't see me. I'm telling you the truth. Let's see there. Let's put that one up there. That's so I'm putting it right now. I'm putting in the different timestamps. So I think there's one other 2 hour and 2:46. There's another timestamp there. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I stop sharing my screen. So now you guys, everybody saw the big flap about Kanye, the recent flap, and that was this week. So we did a show last week and we included Kanye, and then we did a show this week. So now I've got a video. I don't know if I want to lead off with this video or if I want to lead off with an article. Let me take a check. And so now, fam, you all should be seeing what's going on with what he put out on Twitter. And what he put out on Twitter, the narrative is what it is. And so we're gonna get it. We're gonna take a look at the narrative and see what it is. But like what was said in the video, and we brought it out that Kanye at one point was claiming that he was an Israelite, and that came out in the video that we did. And so what also came out was, is this dude a genius, or is he crazy, or what is he doing this for, right? And so that's what most people will believe. They will believe that, okay, yeah, the brother's out of control. Shalom, brother. Peace and blessings to you. Shalom. Shalom to you, Darlene Franklin. Shalom, peace and blessings. Michael Yasharal, peace and blessings to you. Shalom to you. Shalom to everybody. Jimmy Gilliam, shalom to you. And so after greeting everybody, so right now I'm waiting on my, I clicked on this document that I have, and it's spinning. So once it gets done spinning, I'm going to try to pick up the link and drop the new link in the chat. But at any rate, so Kanye West done, like how we said, he done got himself in a pickle a little bit with the fuse. The fuse done shut down his Twitter, his Instagram, and everything else, because they control all of that. Okay, so I want to play that, but I don't want to play that yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at the quote by Kanye, and then we can that's a good jump off point. Not necessarily this video. If we have time to play this video, we will, because this video is there's another video that's out that gives you a little bit of insight. Now, the narrative that Kanye West is crazy, I'm not entirely sure that I buy that narrative. And reason why I don't is because of the simple fact that how the brother moves, he moves like he does have some good sense. He does move like he got some sense. And it's not necessarily, what this is not about, is about him claiming to be an Israelite. That's not what this is about. For anyone that thinks this today's conversation that I'm having with you all, that we're all having together, is about Kanye saying that he an Israelite. He been saying that. Kanye been found out he's an Israelite, and that came out in the show that we did. We actually stated that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to read this article, and we're going to get into it. So let me get my screen share, and this is not a video, so I don't have to worry about making sure I click that button, and that audio is good. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, so hopefully everybody can see it. So this is an article from the website Pitchfork, right? And let me make sure I get my zoom right. Give me a minute. There we go. I'm going to get my zoom correct. Get some zoom in there so we can make sure we can see it. So can everybody see the screen? You see it good? Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. Kanye West locked out of Twitter following anti-Semitic tweet. Yesterday, the rapper Instagram account was restricted for policy violations. Okay, so they didn't cut him off at the knees, basically. Kanye West has been locked out of his Twitter account after posting an anti-Semitic tweet. BuzzFeed reports and Pitchfork can confirm the full tweet, as reported by BuzzFeed News and the Hollywood Reporter, read. And this is the tweet. Hopefully everybody can see that. And this is a testimony against the nation, against all the nations, whether you're Israelite or not, whether you believe or not. And this is from Kanye. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Puts it in all caps. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. The social media platform removed the tweet shortly after West published it for violating its rules and guidelines. Notice they removed it. He didn't remove it. There is currently a notion from Twitter in the tweets place that reads, this tweet violated the Twitter rules. Although West's Twitter account is currently still alive, a Twitter spokesperson told Pitchfork that the account was locked for violating Twitter's policies. Pitchfork has reached out to Kanye West representatives for further information and comment. Okay, so the ADL, Anti-Defamation League, has also spoken out against West's tweet. The organization took to social media to publish a brief statement addressing the dangerous tweet that got dangerous in quotes. The behavior exhibited this week by Kanye West is deeply troubling, dangerous, and anti-Semitic, period, the ADL wrote. There is no excuse for propagating of white supremacist slogans and classic pound anti-Semitism about Jewish power, especially with the platform he has. Okay, so you guys duly note some of these things. If you guys aren't taking notes, take notes. I want you guys to take notes in this conversation because this is bigger than Kanye West, as you know. So take notes of that. Take notes of what they said of classic anti-Semitism about Jewish power. Okay, so we got that noted. Okay. Twitter's actions come just one day after Meta restricted West's Instagram account, blocking the musician from posting new content, commenting and sending messages per its policy violating guidelines. Meta did not specify, however, which content was removed from West's account. Okay, so now here's how, check this part out. We're going to get into this too. West had previously posted screenshots of alleged texts with Sean Puffy Combs on Instagram. In one post viewed by Pitchfork caption with Jesus is Jew, the rapper said, I'm going to use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. Take note of that. Take note of that. And we're going to circle the wagons on that. Okay? West later addressed Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg on Twitter saying, how you going to kick me off Instagram? The post included an old photo of West and Zuckerberg and others. In March, West's Instagram account was suspended 24 hours after what he said about Trevor Noah. Okay, so you guys saw the quote. If you hadn't seen it yet, now you've seen it. Okay? And keep in mind that, fam, this is not about Kanye talking about that he's an Israelite. It's not about that. Why you say that, brother? See, okay, we're going to get into that. What I want you to all do is to use this as a reference point to know that you are at war. and that any time that these people are responsible for building you up, they play God like they build you up. They try to tear you down. Okay. So brothers, what's your take on this article and what you've seen so far? Because we just now getting started. We're gonna dig in deep. Shalom, Kadar.
Yeah. What I seen was Kanye just put it out there that he can't be anti-Semite because actually black people are the Jews. They, however, started putting on there about their power and all, Jewish power, Jewish influence, yada yada yada. He got them telling on themselves. That's what I see.
I think the dude trying to gain his soul back.
Wait, stop right there. Hey, brother E. I was talking to another friend last night, and we was talking about this, and I went back to this brother, the black child used to be on YouTube. They kicked him off maybe about 10 years ago, and he was explaining about how the only way for artists, if they sell their soul, he says, the only way for them to get their soul back is that they have to tell everything and maybe even give their life. I said the exact same thing last night. I said I think he's trying to get his soul back, and the only way he can do it, you gotta rap. You gotta tell everything.
Elaborate on that, bro. I want you to elaborate on it. And E, here's why I want you to elaborate on it. And then I got you, Najee. I got you next. E, I want you to elaborate what you said, and here's why. The family need to hear your position, not just the fact that he's trying to save his soul, but you got something for the family to drop. And that was a heavy jewel. But go ahead and drop it on him.
Well, I mean, he did a song basically saying he sold his soul to the devil. That's why I'm saying that, not trying to act like I know the brother or know his life or anything, but we know a lot has been revealed when it comes to a lot of these people in Hollywood and in entertainment, so forth and so on, the things they have to do. And so I honestly think there's a lot more he wants to say. You know what I mean? It's kind of like y'all familiar with who Dick Gregory is. I think he kind of went out like that.
Yeah.
It's if you somebody who really aware and your eyes open and you hear Dick Gregory speak, you can hear it in him that it's something more he want to say, but he can't. It's the same thing with Kanye West.
Hey, yo, the only difference about Kanye West is they're afraid that he will do it, or they know that he's gonna do it. That's why they cut all his things out.
Well, another thing they try to do is get ahead of the game as far as your image. So even if he was to say something like that, it probably won't resonate because of the all of the flip flopping and back and forth he been doing, wearing all these weird clothes and black people Israelites. Got on a sweater, a 10X sweater with some leotard pants and some swimming boots.
And that's why I said this ain't about him talking about here. You know, had plenty of so-called stars and what I call entertainers that said they are Israelite. Okay, you done had plenty of people to do that. So Najee, what say you, brother?
No, I was still I was on mute, but I was laughing at Brother Eric's description of what he had on. um I don't know about I, like my mind goes back and forth with Kanye West. I'm like, you know, 1 minute, you know, I could almost say I'm proud of him, and then the next minute I'm like, damn, what are you doing? Like, I mean, I think I know this much that, you know, he pulls that blowhorn, right? Every time he's ready to do something. You know, whenever he needs to be in the spotlight for something, he got an album coming out, he got some new clothes coming out, he got whatever it might be, he pulls that blowhorn and he says some outrageous stuff or some stuff that we will, you know, that he knows people will think is outrageous, that he knows is going to light a fire under people. There's no reason for anyone who grew up the way Kanye West grew up, you know, as we perceive it, as he's allowed us to see, right? Because we only see what he allows us to see. There's no way anybody who grew up that way would wear a White Lives Matter t-shirt or a White Lives Matter shirt. There's just no way. So I think it's less about him being in trouble or, you know, him being sick and bipolar, and more about, you know what, it's time for me to light a fire under people because I need to sell some clothes or some more albums, or I need to put my name out there because I'm about to do something. That's just my opinion.
Good.
And I go ahead, bro. Go ahead, rock that.
No, I was good. Oh,
Publicity, huh?
oh yeah. Sorry, brother Eric. Yeah, I think it's more. I think it's more about publicity, and I mean, you know, who did we see him praise? You know, when Donald Trump came on the scene big time, he went and he praised Donald Trump, and I think that's part of it because, you know, as much as, you know, we don't like to think so, Donald Trump is a master at that. You know, he knows how to say the wrong thing and it be the right thing. You know, he has that belief that, you know, any marketing is good marketing, even as long as people are talking about you and you got your name in the news. I mean, you know, when Donald Trump left the office, you know, the news media went crazy. And I think part of them going crazy was because they lost their cash cow. They had nothing to talk about. They were dying to talk about him again. And they're happy that he's back in the news, you know, with you know, these papers they stole from. I mean, they happy. That's their cash cow. They love him. So I think Kanye West kind of, you know, he kind of works on the same balance and that same speed that Donald Trump works.
Hey, shalom, bro. Can you hear me?
Hey, brother Lasha, how you doing, bro?
Hey, shalom,
Shalom,
bro.
all the brothers.
Hey, shalom to Lashaw and Brother Brown. You brothers joined the chat. Go ahead and greet the fam.
Shalom, blessing, family. Peace and blessing to all the brothers on the panel also. Hope everybody's having a good day, you know.
Peace and blessings to everybody out there in the chat. To Elder Brother Cleo, to Brother Eric, or Ivory, to all the brothers, Brother Yash. Yeah, some of you brothers got some new Brother Najee, my brother Bonnie. You know, blessings to all y'all, blessings to all the Israelites out there inside the chat, just listening.
Appreciate you brothers joining on. So I want to look at this. Quote, and mind you, somebody get that precept up where we're saying the book, even the very elect, because nobody is under any illusion, or is nobody happy in the pants that he said that he was an Israelite. That's not it. and I'm gonna show you how they hide that and how they move. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. But let's take a look at this quote by Josiah ben Yehuda, and I'm gonna read it. It's hard though when dealing with people like Kanye. At that level, it's hard to blindly trust he operates in the spirit without thinking about who he surrounds himself with. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely 100% correct. I don't know who he is, because I said y'all could go back and get the timestamp somewhere between 246 and 245. I said he could be a clone. He could be an alien. I don't know who he is. And why would he be saying this about being an Israelite when he under fire? And so whatever spirit he operating under is the spirit that he operating under. But here's what's happening. Here's what I'm noticing is that exactly the exposure of them being exposed, this is what it's about for me. I don't get happy in the pants that Kanye talk about he Israelite. Big deal. We all over the earth, and we claiming that all over the earth right now. Does he have more publicity and sway? Yeah. But I'm gonna show you how the media moves when it comes to him. So we don't know what spirit he operating under, but at the same time, somebody get the precept where the Father say he creates good and evil. We bring that precept up all the time. He's not the author of confusion, but the book also says all things work together for the good of them that love him. And how do you know you love him? There's something about the Israelites in there somewhere. Okay, so there's something about the Israelites in there. Because the commandments was only given, he said he ain't dealt with no other nation, so the commandments must mean something to somebody. Must mean something to them people that he surnamed. So go ahead, bro.
I was just going to say, man, one thing I found interesting, I was telling Brother Karab, Brother Banya the other day, is that, maybe about a month ago, I was looking up the net worth of Kanye West, and it said $6 billion, which was surprising to me. I didn't know Kanye was the richest rapper, or, even to say the richest so-called black man of all our people, that Kanye was worth $6 billion. So the minute this situation happens, where he made the comments about the Jewish people, and he said that, he couldn't be anti-Semitic because he's a Jew himself. You look up his net worth after that, and I'm talking about something I looked up in September, and you're looking it up in October. It says his net worth is $2 billion. Now it went from $6 billion a month ago to $2 billion right after he made these comments. And Forbes is what released, what was supposed to be his net worth. So, I had screenshotted it showing that in September they were saying that his net worth was $7 billion. Same Forbes.
And you got them screenshots? You got them?
Yeah, I got those screenshots.
Hey, can you show them right now? You show them right now?
Let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna email the screenshots to Brother Karab, and he can bring it up on his. I've been having some trouble sharing my screen.
Okay, that's profound, bro. That's profound. Because again, this is not about Kanye West. This is about you. Go ahead and run that, bro. My bad. Go ahead and run that.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab up those screenshots and I'm gonna send them to Brother Banya. It just was saying that it was enlightening. It was enlightening to see that his net worth was being replicated, or whatever way you want to slice it, that he was worth $2 billion. No more than 30 days after Forbes had released he was worth $7 billion. And I was like, those are directly related to those comments, because I believe that they always knew Kanye would be the one that would say something that would actually arouse the consciousness of, not to say that Kanye is a brother that's enlightened like that, or a brother that's in this walk. I'm just saying that because they really can't control what might come out of his mouth, that you have a lot of people that look up to him. You got a lot of people that if he says it, just because they put him on that type of pedestal, it could have brothers in this country, even to the four corners of the earth, asking questions like, what does he mean that we're the Jews? because he's up there in that type of stratosphere. Let me grab those slides.
Grab them slides, man, and send them to Banya. Banya, you know how to you know how to rock out. I'll tell you. You tell me how to rock out as far as working this technology. That's a perfect segue, bro. I'm gonna read this comment. Just remember what happened to Ann Hesh. Yeah, and you know what? If you saw that Ann Hesh thing, she was trying to get up out of that after she was all burned up or whatever. She's trying to get up from the off the gurney. I saw that live. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. Yeah, you do have to pay a heavy price when you align yourself with these entities. We don't have to align ourselves with no entity. The only person we have to align ourselves with is the creator, the father, and that's it. We don't have to align ourselves with no entity. We don't have to align no Negro or Negrette or no heathen bringing you back. Talk about if you do X, Y, Z, you get A, B, C, D. You don't have to do it. Only thing you know, there's only one thing that you should be doing on this earth right now if you're an Israelite. The first thing you should be doing is you should be LSC. If you're a Negro in the snakes, if you're a Negro in Brazil and you part of the dispersed, you could be a Negro in South Africa. You better be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Somebody done told you about it. Somebody done already told you it's about these laws that the Father gave. And he gave them to his people.
You know what I think is interesting about the whole thing is that he actually proved his point. You know, Kanye been saying stuff off the chain for a while anyway. You know, but he said that him speaking up against him that they was going to silence him. You know, and that's exactly what they did. You know, proving that these fews are the ones that's controlling all the dynamics of media. You know, controlling the narrative. You know, before it was Facebook and all that. You know, they was putting out stuff on the newspaper before the Harlem hoax happened, saying that how many of them were dying.
6 million.
How many years you gonna have? Just give me the number. What was the number?
6 million.
How many?
6 million supposedly died.
6 million. 6 million were dying for like 8 years. Every year, 6 million was dying. You know, in the newspaper dating back 6 years before the Harlem hoax happened. You know what I mean?
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you know what? They've used that. I wish I had to save the screen. So you know, sometimes y'all go to YouTube and you see, not YouTube, but just on the interweb, you see something that's fantastic, but you don't save it, and then you can't go back and find it. I do that all the time. A few years ago, what I saw where there was an article, and they used that 6 million number on another so-called Holocaust of theirs, I think in the 1800s. And so they used, but 6 million means something to them, that number, because they use it every time. And so it's not the first time they used 6 million, and it's not going to be the last. JPM, that was a bomb comment you made. I'm going to put it back up again, then we're going to move on to this article. Two things can be true at the same time. One is that Kanye West is batshit bleak as a road lizard, and number two, he is aware of who he is and is trying to wake the world up. Yeah, you're right, JPM. Nothing is mutually exclusive. And you can be both at the same time. That's real talk right there, bro. That's a very good point. I see the family to put some bomb quotes in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom so I could be current with y'all. And I appreciate y'all the conversation that we're having according to the standards that we set. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen again. Make sure I have audio clip, and I'm gonna share that screen right there. We're gonna say share. So we're going to look at another article. In this article, first of all, I need to be zoomed in and correct, right? So that you guys can read it and see it. Now, controlling the narrative, right? It's one thing to control the narrative. It's one thing to lie. It's one thing to make errors you can either make an error by omission or error by commission. Omission means you omitted something. You didn't say something. An error by commission is you actually committed that act, right? And so we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this video and article. Hopefully the video plays and don't play no what's his name, advertisement. I'm hoping don't play advertisement.
I get to introduce you to people who I think will enrich your lives. What you see is what you get. Find out who's talking next.
Brother Bonnie, I sent you that clip. I mean, that,
All
Twitter has locked rapper Kanye West's account over an anti-Semitic tweet that he posted on Saturday. In a since-removed tweet, West said he was going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. He added, quote, "You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone, whoever opposes your agenda."
Okay, CNN. This is CNN, right? CNN.
Hey, bro.
Yo.
That was kind of low.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop sharing. Everybody keeps saying everything is coming in low. I got everything cranked up like to the max on my side. I have my audio here cranked up on my computer. Let's see here. Is there another place I can crank it? I'll crank it up even on the on the video itself. Let me get to it. Okay, let me make sure I got it cranked up there. So I'm already at I think I'm at 100. Am I at 100%? Okay, so I'm at 100% there. I'm at 100% on both. Okay. So we had 100%, 100%. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it again. Hopefully y'all can hear it. Now I have a question. What's missing from his quote?
Yep.
You guys peeped that? What's missing from that quote?
I was just looking at that. That's CNN though, so you know how that go.
I didn't hear it. You played it?
Yeah, we played it.
No, but you weren't sharing the screen when you played.
Oh man, dang man, I done did that again. Okay, so fam, y'all know I need to get saved, but let me share the screen yet again, and I get it figured out. I'm thankful I got brothers on here that'll check me and say, hey man, you need to do that again and do it right this time, right? Okay, so let me share the screen and share the audio. Share that screen. Okay, for the third time, Brother Cleo, this is CNN video take 3. All right.
CNN did that on purpose.
Yeah, check this out though. That's crazy.
Twitter has locked rapper Kanye West's account over an anti-Semitic tweet on Saturday. West said he was going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. He added, quote, "You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone, whoever opposes your agenda." So this is coming after his Instagram account was also restricted for violating that company's policies. Joining me now is CNN entertainment reporter Chloe Malas. Chloe, tell us what's happening here and what the reaction has been like.
Look, I mean, this has been a buildup, Brianna, over the last.
Okay, so fam, did you guys for the third time I'll say this, did you all notice what they removed from his Twitter quote?
Yeah, I noticed what they removed.
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt.
People are still saying that it's way too low, but I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. I've done everything I could on the volume part. Here, what I'll do, fam, for you all is I'll drop the link to the video in the chat. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second. Let me get the video, and what I'll do is I'll drop it in the chat for you guys. So it's not so much about what you heard; it was really more so about what you saw on the screen. That was really the other thing. That was the most important part of it. But then the person who's talking is going to go on to say some more interesting things. So I got some people hearing it clearly, and I got some people not hearing it at all. I probably recommend, fam, you guys turn your volume up wherever you are, because I have everything turned up to the max, and I'm not sure why it's that. So, fam, did you put a 1 up if you understood and saw on the screen? If I'm gonna mute you brothers out because I'm getting some feedback. I'm gonna put a 1 up if you guys saw what was missing on the screen, because that wasn't Kanye's full quote. If you look at the quote that woman put up, and I got screenshots of it. Matter of fact, let me go to that other one. Yeah, I got them both. Let me put them both together, side by side, and then I'm gonna share this screen. And so we put them up both side by side. There's that. Okay, so let's see how we can rock this. Okay, so here, I'm going to share my screen again. And let me zoom that in up close. Let me get that right. Okay, so this is Kanye West quote. And I'm glad I captured it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And you guys, if you guys did, I'm sure the fam picked up on it. Window, let's share that one. Okay, so this is Kanye's original quote right here. This is his original quote. And he says, I'm going to read it. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake, I'm going DEFCON 3, yada, yada, yada. And then he says, the funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Okay, so that's what Kanye quoted on his Twitter. What does CNN do? CNN, the liars that they are, said that this was his quote. Going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, ... What's the ... Why didn't you put the whole article in there? Why didn't you put his whole quote in there, CNN? Why didn't you do that? And so I want you guys to listen to the video that the woman who's speaking, as she's speaking. I want you guys to hear that. But at the same time, I'm going to go back to that article. I want to read it because there's some interesting points in there too that I'm going to dovetail and we're going to talk about. Someone got something to say? Go ahead and spit it.
No, I was just going to say, man, if you want to see the other article, I got it ready for you. And if you want me to replay the other video, I can do that also.
Yeah, go ahead and cue both up, bro. I appreciate that. Go ahead and cue both up. I'm gonna turn mine down because when you start speaking, man, I blew my eardrums out because I got my volume turned up so high. I'm like, dang, man, that's kind of loud. Somebody say CNN are liars. Y'all seen what they did? See what? Go ahead and cue them up, bro. Go ahead and cue them up, please.
Indeed. Here we go. All right. So here's the video right here, and I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna stop it to make sure y'all can hear it.
Twitter has.
How's that?
Sound good. Sound perfect. Sound excellent.
All right. Excellent.
All right, great. Here we go.
Has locked rapper Kanye West's account over an anti-Semitic tweet that he posted on Saturday. In a since removed tweet, West said he was going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. He added, quote, "You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone, whoever opposes your agenda." So this is coming after his Instagram account was also restricted for violating that company's policies.
All right, so that's exactly what she said. She basically read off what the brother was saying before. Now, here's the article about Forbes that the brother Elisha was talking about. And brother Elisha, is there a specific area that you want us to read? Because this is all kind of reiterating what she just said too.
Is that the only one I sent you?
Yeah, this is the only one.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, these MacBooks, man. That's not even the one I meant to send you. That was just a copy of what was said with Kanye, making a statement about us being the Jews. I'm gonna try to send it again. Like, I don't know why every time I send you these things, you always pop up with something that I'm not trying to send you.
Yeah,
I'm starting to think it's you.
The technology too far ahead of you, brother.
Yeah, no.
You still writing on stone tablets.
Yeah, still writing on prison walls.
While you get that other article, can you go back and throw that video up again so that it's only a couple of minutes long. I want the fam to hear the rest of this video because this other woman's gonna say some interesting things as well.
Brother Elijah, still writing on prison walls. All right, man. Let me start it now. Here we go.
Joining me now is CNN entertainment reporter Chloe Malas. Chloe, tell us what's happening here and what the reaction has been like.
Look, I mean, this has been a buildup, Brianna, over the last, I would say, week or so, with Kanye taking to social media and just posting, incredibly offensive things. And it really hit a breaking point this weekend, like you said. Essentially, he's deplatformed. He can't tweet. He can't post on any of Meta's platforms because of the offensive things that he has said, particularly about Jewish people. So it first started on Instagram. Instagram where he was sharing screenshots of a conversation that he was having with fellow rapper Diddy, in which he said really offensive things about Jewish people. And then that's when his Instagram account, where he was suspended, then he went on to Twitter to call out Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Meta, saying, "You have just kicked me off Instagram," and shared a picture of the two of them previously, insinuating that they were good friends, Brianna. And then he went on to tweet something incredibly offensive that you read part of, that the Anti-Defamation League has come out condemned, and tons of people in Hollywood and in the music community have called Kanye West out for his behavior, for the things that he has said. But we haven't heard anything else from him, but he really doesn't have a place to go say anything else right now.
So this all started what? Because of his...
Is that good, or you want to keep going? Hello? You there, bro?
Yeah. That's good. That's good, because the last point she made was actually the point I wanted everybody to hear. She said that he does not have a place to go and that he's been deplatformed on all of his platforms. In other words, he no longer has a voice. That's what she's saying. In other words, he's been canceled. In other words, he's a nothing.
Mm-hmm.
As Brother Karab, Brother Bonnie, I did send that corrected picture to you. See if you can pop that up.
Okay, here we
But
go.
one thing is funny about, they're saying Kanye has been deplatformed. He really didn't say much. Expand that. If you look at September in the middle one, it says that his net worth was $7 billion. Now, if you slide down to 5 days ago, you notice that it says, just down a little bit, just expand the picture again. You notice that it says $2 billion 5 days ago. Now, if you go back up again. Now, 5 days ago, compared to September 19th, they're acknowledging this man's net worth is $7 billion. It's Forbes. Right here, they're saying Forbes again. You got Forbes right next to it saying, as of October, his net worth is $2 billion. So unless Kanye was dropping it, like he was throwing that money in the air somewhere, how did his net worth go from $7 billion to $2 billion in a month's time, and in less than a month's time? Right after these comments. Now, if you look up right there, you'll notice that it says Kanye's net worth by Forbes is $2 billion, but right under this says $6.6 billion. This is what they said last month. So why are they manipulating this man's money to make it look like all of a sudden he has $5 billion less than what he had regarding Forbes just 3 weeks ago?
I can tell you why they're doing it, but go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
No, I said no wonder he mad.
Nah, could they cut the checks? I think this is going to be a case study of why you don't see more people with money telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can take all your money from you. You know what I mean? They can do that. They can take all your money from you. You disappear. Nobody hear from them no more. 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you run into some guy that's crazy on the streets, eating a cup of noodles, and it's Kanye West.
You look at those numbers. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was going to say, you look at that number, 216. 216 million is supposedly what the brother makes every year to his pocket. So if you're making 216 million a year after 10 years, how many billions is that? And he's been doing it for a minute. And so you could stand to reason that if what he's saying is true about, and what you guys are saying is true about Jewish power, then why do they get mad and get all spun up when you start questioning Jewish power, or if you say something that Jews control the banks? Or if you say something like Jews control the music industry, well, why does that ruffle their feathers? How come you can't say anything about the fuse? How come? Why is that? They have that much power and sway over the earth. You can't even talk about it. If they put you on, you say something, you got 7 million in the bank, and now they can say you only got 2 million.
But check this out, Brother Clear. I want to go back to something that Whoopi Goldberg said maybe about a year ago when she got suspended from The View. for a few weeks. She said that if she's standing on a corner and it's her and a Jewish person and the Ku Klux Klan come running up, I mean, I'm paraphrasing because I don't have the exact quote in front of me, but I'm on point with the way I'm saying it. She said that if she's standing on somewhere with a Jewish person and the Ku Klux Klan comes, she says she got to run. But the Jewish person doesn't have to pretty much go anywhere because, they're both white people. And she got suspended from her job for that. So when we're talking about the Jewish powers, we're almost kind of, feeding into, the whole scheme that they're different than their other European counterparts. They're the same Caucasoids, they're the same Europeans, they're the same Edomites, they're the same ones, no matter what way you slice it. All they are is just a different set, And when she said that, it sheds a profound light, man. The Jewish, we can sit here and lock in on the Jewish people, as in just that definition, the Henry Kissingers and the Rockefellers who go under that appellation. But in the big scheme of things, it's just Esau doing him more European handiwork.
I agree with that. We agree with that 1,000,000%. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go through and post some of the fam's comments because y'all dropping it as usual, and it wouldn't be a conversation if we didn't converse about what you all were saying. So let me scroll up. Y'all, please forgive me, and I apologize for jiggling the wrong wires, but jiggling wires no less. So let's go ahead and get into some of the fam's comments. Let's see here. Family, you notice that my brother E.T., how you doing, bro? Hope all is well. Family, you notice everyone gets to be offended except Israel. The devil is a liar. That's right. Let's see. Fews are scared of. There's a runaway clown that knows where the bodies are. Like, who cares what y'all say, CNN? And it's going to be a great day for me is that when we'll be able to say whatever we want without having to worry about the fuse and a retribution. That means that you got full autonomy. That means that you're not worried about their banks. Kanye got his money in their banking system. No matter what he do, they can tie his money up forever. They control the SWIFT system. Whether it be done with XRP or whether it's on the SWIFT system, it don't matter. They control it. They press the buttons. You don't have to have no money in your account. And if you tie them with some bank or somebody, they can say, okay, transfer 100 million to Najid's account, and boom, it'll be in there. Now, did something actually take place? Yeah, you only had a transaction of zeros and ones because Najid doesn't need a bank vault to store the money. All he needs is his American Express black card, and he could go spend and go buy goods and services. So there's never a transfer of anything when you have control mechanisms. On top of with qualitative easing, they'd have printed up so much money that there's no such thing as money. It's only debits and credits, zeros and ones. That's all it is. That's why they want to attempt to go to cashless or to crypto. So it will behoove you to have some tangibles in your hand. Because when we leave, y'all ask for crypto, y'all out of y'all mind. You ask for fiat dollar, look in your wallet, you might as well set that on fire. Because it ain't nothing but paper. When you leave as Israelites, you better be asking for tangibles. Give me something in my hand that I can take with. That's going to be worth something 20 years from now. In other words, put gold and silver in my hand. Go ahead, bro.
I want to share some. First and foremost, the devil's a liar, and these people they are the father, the devil, And when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of himself. They called that man anti-Semitic, right? But they're the ones anti-Semitic. They've been against the real Israelites ever since their inception. But I wanted to share this scripture right here. This is them to me, right? And it says right here in Psalms, it says, why standest thou far off, O Most High? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Most High abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I should not be moved, for I should never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in lurking places of the village, in secret places that he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He crouches and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, the Most High hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Arise, O Most High. Arise, Elohim. Lift up thy hand, forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked condemn the Most High? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. That's how they think. They think they're gonna get away with all the stuff that they're doing. That's why they sit there and they do that, because there's no consequences put on these people for the stuff that they're doing. Whether Kanye's crazy or not, you know, to take that man's money from him, right, and to really just slander this guy, you know, like they've been doing, you know, is wrong, you know. And then you got these news meters that's obviously controlled by them, hiding part of his statements that talk about who we are as a people, that talk about us being Israelites, because it's not even that they're afraid of Kanye West, but his amount of money that he has influence. Him saying that, people are like, really? People want to start looking into that. Are they really the Jews? You know, they don't want that type of stuff, because then if we're the Jews, who the hell are they? You know.
That's sound commentary and sound precepts that are appropriate. And so if the question is being asked, and if people read because you didn't see it on CNN, but if you look at the actual article, you would see the truth. But the question that I have is that what was offensive that he said that he was going DEFCON 3? How many brothers have actually gone out and actually targeted the fuse and actually killed any fuse? When has that happened at any time? Because here's what they always do. They run to this, oh, the woe is me. Well, yeah, you do control the media. You took the fuse have taken everything that we've created. I'm taking the music industry. The fuse have taken everything we've created, the music, and all the genres that are music. We created every last one of them. Prove me wrong. But who controls it? Who was the brothers from LA, NWA dealing with? They was dealing with a wicked few. Two of them, Jimmy Iovine and that other one.
Heller,
yeah, Jerry Heller. Two wicked fews right there. They control that whole industry, and then what they did was they used them brothers from LA to put out music that wasn't gonna help. And the brothers made money. I'm not coming at them brothers, but at the same time, they use that as a vehicle to destroy our people. There is no Black Jewish alliance. Get that out your mind. It's impossible for you to be aligned. How can you be aligned with the fuse when they control the slave trade?
Your brother Cleo, Elder Cleo. Let's just keep it a buck. I know brothers and sisters like they rap music. They love to dance and to hear the tunes. Let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. That our brothers and sisters that's in those industries, no matter how much we have an affinity for them, they've been bought to desensitize their own people, to degrade their own people, and they've been going on. They've been going on for roughly since the early '80s. Matter of fact, my bad, late '70s. A lot of people have been paid. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to count the '70s. Let's just say when gangster rap came in, with Ice-T and NWA and them boys, that what's going on in the inner city was used as a means to make money. The degradation and the disrespecting the sisters, the black woman, all and the stuff's still going on today. Every music video, I don't give a damn what it's about. Some naked sisters in there. Some naked sisters shaking her behind. I don't care if it's a female video. I don't care if it's a male video. So these Jewish people, and I'm about to digress a little bit. I had some bookmarks. I had a study I was doing before I went to prison, and I looked at the German census for the time of the so-called Holocaust. It wasn't even no more than 200,000 to 600,000 total Jewish people in Nazi Germany. How the hell you get 6 million, 7 million dead when the census that the Germans took at that time said it wasn't no more than 200,000 to 600,000 so-called Jewish people even living in the whole country? Like you do that, you do what you want with that statistic. And I'm gonna go through my bookmarks and hopefully I could bring out that article where it shows that the census that was ran at that time shows it wasn't nowhere near even 1 million Jewish people in Nazi Germany to kill 6 million. How can you kill 6 million when you got less than 1 million of them living there citizens, or in religious sects?
Please forgive me. I gotta get ready to go, man. I want to just say shalom. Hey, brother Cleo, the brother Tone Spain was asking to come in on the panel.
Oh, where you at, man? I didn't see him. Tell him to drop. You want me to drop the link?
Yo, Tone, brother, the
hold
link
on.
is right there.
The link is coming, man. Here it comes. Tell him it's coming right now. Bam, there it is.
Link right there, brother Tone. Hey, shalom and blessing. Pardon me, brother. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut in. I'll be listening, though, brothers. Shalom and blessing,
bro.
Man.
Shalom. Be well, bro. Be well. Be well.
You just say our people are the only people that's willing to sell or make merchandise of the destruction of our people psychologically through the music industry, even through the entertainment industry, period. And I'm not saying that some brothers didn't get out of poverty by doing that, but the way the black woman is viewed, the way our people is looked at as violent, and the whole culture of not snitching and selling drugs and murdering each other, running around with Italian euphemisms, running around act as if Italians give a damn about us. These are things that Jewish people paid our people to do, and we continue to do it now, to the destruction of the minds, of the spirits, and the souls of our people right now, to the younger generation. I got a 6-month-old niece that still dances the Cardi B, because got family that does that. So you don't see any other nation willing to sell out their own people or make merchandise of their own people by talking about calling their women bitches and all types of disgusting words that we use towards each other. And that's what the Jewish paid us to do. They won't do that to any other nation.
Because they can't. I must interrupt you. Because they can't. They can't do it to no other nation because everybody got their own economy, bro. And so here's the question. Okay, so I hear what you're saying, and what you're saying is 100% correct. But here's the problem with what you're saying. The problem with what you're saying is that it's not under the assumption and guise that we have our own economy, because we don't. And that's the only thing they're paying for. They wouldn't pay for me and you to get on the mic and spit something wholesome for our people. They're not paying for that. They would never pay for that. They only want to pay for your destruction because they know who you are. And with you not knowing who you are, you would immediately accept it, as opposed to saying, okay, you know what? Like the brothers from the South, we don't necessarily need y'all. We get this money by ourselves. And so if one is going to say that, which you're not wrong, bro, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but what also needs to be considered is that, okay, if nobody's going to pay me for doing foolishness, who's going to pay me for doing good? If you're going to pay me for doing foolishness, which that's what you are, if I come to you with something good, are you going to fund that? You're going to lie and say no, because that's not going to help your cause.
Right, but the light bulb got to come on. because you don't see some of these poor white trash people talking about trailer park and carrying guns and selling each other's boxing and oxycontin and different prescription drugs, talking about how poor white trash women's and they're not using this as a means to make money. We all know that they're not willing to pay for those things. Like, these things would get a lot of outrage amongst their communities. I'm just saying that the Jewish people have successfully they successfully used us against us, and that's what's happening right now. So, you got somebody like Kanye West that they successfully use against us. They use us against us using him. And now he done made it to a platform where, because he doesn't really have a filter, and he could jump on and off the bandwagon. First he with them, then he back on his so-called black kick. That anything's liable to come out of his mouth. Now they want to blackball him because he said the right thing in front of the wrong people, which is the white establishment. Now they're wondering, like, how many people heard that? How many people are asking questions now? But that's something that that's something that right now, believe it or not, Kanye West saying that and doubling down on it could cause this awakening to go to a whole nother level. All praise the Most High, no matter what happens.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and share this article from BuzzFeed. We're gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna stay on the Kanye West thing. I don't think we're gonna get into the other parts of the show that we're gonna get into, and I owe y'all already 2 shows. But before I look at this other article, I do want to drop some of the conversation in the chat. JPM says a few people in the chat are saying his bank account is not accessible. Is that coming from a reputable outlet? I know they took Wendy Williams' account. Oh yeah, they want to get Wendy Williams a conservator. That's absolutely correct. And go back to this one, Mikhail Yashara, Act Chappelle. Yeah, they said Dave Chappelle, you're crazy. That's what they tried to do to him. Tried to say he was nuts, which they trying to peel that off from Kanye West now, and we'll get into that too in a minute. Lolo, y'all bless. I don't watch CNN Lion Pedal Network full of diabolical devils. Every one of your major news outlets is diabolical devils. The only place that you should be getting your news and information from is New Black Media, which is what I call true Black media. You go to Tariq Nasheed, you go to Sister Lisa Cabrera, you can even go to my brother Professor Black Truth, you can go to my brother Jason Black, you could go to folks like that if you want to, and there's plenty of others. My brother Phil from The Advice Show, you could go to him. There's plenty of information out there where you ain't got to never turn on CNN for the rest of your life. You can wean yourself off CNN. If you're looking at CNN, you're an errorist. If you're looking at mainstream media, you're an errorist. You need to be looking at your people, because your people is the only ones that's going to give you any semblance of anything that's right and exact. All these other news medias, they've been lying, and they scared of y'all too. Point blank, period. Brother Tone, how you doing? Greet the fam.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, bro. What's good with it?
Shalom, peace to everybody in the room, in the chat. Love to y'all. Yeah, I just wanted to jump in real quick. I didn't want to take up too much of y'all time. I'm always enamored by the conversation that Kanye causes, because I don't feel like he does anything random, and I feel like when he's talking, before I even get to what he's saying, I'm asking myself, like, why is his masters allowing him to say it or commissioning him to say it? Like, what are they getting at? So when I heard these recent comments, I was thinking, I think that they trying to get out ahead of the awakening, and maybe in their mind they're getting out ahead of it by, I guess, causing a stir. Because the fact is, like, TikTok is a platform that they don't control, and that's one of the platforms that's really getting the word out about who the Hebrews are, and it's all over YouTube as well. So they really can't stop it. It's happening. So it's like, let's use this dude to demonize it in some degree. And also, I just love what you said about the whole money situation. I don't really think any of these people are actually generating that kind of income. like where they can make billions of dollars, because just entertainment don't, when they do splits with these companies, it don't really generate, they're not getting them kind of splits with these companies. Supposedly Adidas made like 33 billion and Kanye made 3 billion off of his Yeezy brand. And I'm just like, he don't really distribute though. None of these guys, when I look at these so-called billionaires, they all entertainers, but they don't really distribute anything. They'll have like one product and claim to be billionaires off that one product, but it's not like a Jeff Bezos where you control your entire element. You got a direct to consumer product. These dudes is really still relying on somebody else to cut a check to them. So I just feel like their money is fake.
And listen to what you said, and you made an awesome point. You made two awesome points. I'm gonna hit on them right quick if I may. Don't leave. You stay on the panel. Don't go nowhere, because it's good that you on now. This brother's coming from a perspective of he know what's up with the industry because he been in the industry. He been rapping. He done rap with some high end folks, and he doing his own thing now. But let's look at the 2 points that the brother made, because I wrote them down, and that's what y'all should be doing so that y'all can run it back. Number one, he said he want to demonize it. They want to use this man and then to make it a violent thing or a demonic thing that you saying that you're an Israelite. And we're going to get into that too. That's a perfect segue. So that's an awesome point. The other point is control of your wealth. Now, if I'm getting money, I need to have a percentage of that. I need to put it in 4 buckets. It can't all just be in fiat, and I'm going to leave it at that. If you got $6 billion and you leave it in the fiat, you leave it in the bank, and you ain't got no land, you ain't got no gold, silver, rhodium, platinum, palladium, you ain't got no buildings somewhere that say Tone Spain on the top or say Eliashah on the top, whether it be here or in the land. You got some businesses that's generating some money, not just no fiat, not just talk about, oh yeah, we make clothing. Okay, great. Where you get the cotton from? If you make clothing, it's got to be made out of cotton unless it's 3D printed. It's plastic that feel like cotton. Brother C, what you know about 3D printers? Don't worry about it. For those listening in, don't worry about it. Is you going to be controlling something. If you done made that kind of money, you should be in control of something in that whole supply chain. If you talk about you making clothing, okay, you need ink, you need dye, you need cotton. If you controlling if you got self-autonomy, you could do the middle finger to the Jews. And there's the black way and there's the white way. I wish y'all could see me because I'm doing them both at the same time right now. But that's the problem. You don't have no autonomy to do nothing. You need to be developing stuff where you develop it. You don't need to call knock on their door for nothing. I should be able to knock on Tone door. Hey man, you got those things that I need so that I can finish my product line? Brother E, you got them things over there because we need those parts, because like how Ford and them, they can't even put cars together because they need parts from China. He don't even control. He got a product. He don't have no control over the supply chain and over the manufacture chain. He don't got no control over processes and procedures, which he can't have no. If they made 33 billion, he did not get no 3 billion split. His name might have gotten it, but after the fuse got through peeling him, he probably lucky to get 3 million. Now, whether that's true or not, that's conjecture on my part. That's my opinion. So now what we gonna do, fam, is I do want to get to y'all comments because y'all been blazing. I'm gonna put this last one up, then we gonna get to this other article I got, because this other article gonna segue into what some of the brothers brought. Let me read this comment. I pray Kanye and all our people who deep in that game that they be delivered out of it and come back to the Most High Yah. He's still our brother. He's still alive. If he is genuine, may this be his repentance, God. I would hope that the book say somebody get that precept. Choose life. Choose life. If you got a choice, you got to choose. The power of life and death is where? In the tongue. Kanye used the pen and he done set the whole earth ablaze. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to read this article together. You only got one video. Brother C, why you got us doing all this reading? Because, and I still ain't came at y'all yet where y'all at on y'all IPs. That day is coming. That's reckoning day. I'm gonna be yelling at y'all. Have y'all done what the Father been pressing on y'all to do with your intellectual property? Y'all got way more bomber IPs than Kanye West right now.
Hey, brother C.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all remember when Kanye, he had an outburst at a concert? He had his wife and family with him. He had an outburst at a concert, and he was like going in on the radio stations and saying how they program the listeners by playing songs over and over, even if nobody asked for him. And he was saying, "Jay, don't send your killers after me." And immediately after that show, some folks gripped him up, and we ain't hear from Kanye for a few months. And I'm saying, I feel like that's the last time we might have heard that man speak freely. That's why I say, like, why they letting him speak now? Because when he spoke out like that, they gripped him up and supposedly took him to a hospital.
I believe they didn't gripped him up again. And mind you, bro, I'm not okay. So I'm an old head, and so I don't really get down with Kanye West and really. You got to have something bomb to move me to listen to your music. It's got to be something that I like. Oh yeah, I get with that. I can rock with that because that's on point. You either got to have a dope beat, a bomb beat, or you got to have lyrics that's just make me think. And I'm an old head, right? And so the only music that I could really get into and listen to from a I'll call it a rap. I don't know where the term hip hop came from. I know it as rap. And so that's what I'm gonna call it, because I'm an old head. Okay, so then with rap, if the only rap music that I can listen to really is probably some of the old school, I ain't gonna lie, which I don't listen to it, but really, and I don't. But if you talk about the Israelite rappers that put out truth, what we call truth music, I can listen to that. I can rock out to that because the way the brothers be making the beats, such as yourself. You got Eshawn, but you got brothers that's been putting it down for a long time, like my good brother Maverick Bronze. I've been knowing Bronze since he been spitting on the mic. Matter of fact, Bronze was here when we did the Passover feast years ago. Matter of fact, Eliashah was here. Eliashah, you was at that same feast.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember we all went out to the trolley station and we was out there teaching, all of us.
Yes, sir.
I put that verse inside the chat.
I got it. I'm getting ready to put it in there right now, bro. Matter of fact, I clicked on the wrong thing as I normally do. Your brother C is gonna click on something wrong every chance he gets. Like I always tell y'all, if y'all knew what I did for a living, y'all be like, not that dude. But anyway, let's go ahead and there go the precept that I called. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up and read it since I called it. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. My brother Eliashah dropped this precept, Deuteronomy 13:19. Look at what somebody that called something out. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you. He talking to somebody specifically. And this is a record that's going to be against you. It's going to be either good or bad. But he got everything on record. See, you could do CRT, but you could get rid of it all. In your mind, you could get rid of all the things that you've done. But he say he got some stuff written in books that I have set before you, life and death. So you got options. He going to give you another option, blessings and curses. So you got life and death. You could couple life with blessings. You could couple death with cursings. Therefore, choose life. So you got a choice to choose life. That both thou and thy seed may live. So it's not only you protecting your life and blessings, but you protecting your seed, your children, your children's 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 children. Ain't the Father something? All praise to the Father for his word. Yes, sir. Lift them up while you still have time. The Father is awesome. We thank you, Father, for your word. So let's get into this article. This article is from BuzzFeed. Now, I'm going to take y'all down another slope here. This is going to be a completely different slope, but it's going to be relative. We talked about treacherous traitors, right? And those that betray their people. This article is from BuzzFeed, right? And so I'm going to get over here and we're going to read it. Now, mind you, this article was written by Adi Onaiba, African that's based out of London. So right then and there, I'm going to disqualify you from talking on our people's behalf or talking about anything about our people. But let's go ahead and read the title. The Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance has warned that Ye's anti-Semitic tweets are a threat to Black and Jewish relations. Well, I'm going to stop the article right there. I could stop the article, but we're going to read the article, okay? So let's go ahead and read it. Words like this tear at the fabric of Black-Jewish relationship. There is no Black-Jewish relationship. We ain't got no relationship with the Fews. The Fews control the whole earth. Somebody get that precept said the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And you see who controlling the earth, the Fews, Esau, and everybody that look like Rome. You mean to tell me you control the slave trade and we got a good relationship with you? Our good brother Louis Farrakhan put out the books, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, parts 1 and 2. That's that good. If you want to know the relationship, there it is right there. Them dominating you, making liquid money out of you. That's the relationship. It's a one-way, it's transactional, and it's one way. Squeeze every nickel that you can get out of the Schwarzer. That's German for nigger. Schwarzer. Get every nickel that you can get out of those niggers. That's the relationship. You liquid money, they use you, abuse you. Then when they get mad at you, you say something that they don't like, off with your head. Let's read this article. And this article is written by African, you ain't got no reason to be spitting on us or talking about anything that's going on with the Israelites. And I don't care where you at on the globe. Time for us to close rank, folks. Time for us to close ranks. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't hate Africans, but if you look at the nations that's listed in Psalms 83, some of them nations is in there. Ain't no such thing. Okay, so let's read this. And notice what it say at the beginning. The Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance. Well, which one of y'all is in that? If is anybody in the panel, anybody on the side in the chat part of this alliance? See, they make up these phony baloney organizations and groups, and they'll put a face up like this African right here and say, okay, this is good money. We rock this out because we'll put somebody, make them the face of something foolish, and then we'll tear it down. So now he's the face of blacks being the Israelites? Anyway, I'm not even going to go there with y'all. Let's read this article. Black and Jewish communities are condemning Kanye West's recent anti-Semitic tweets, accusing the rapper of pushing dangerous narratives about Black Jews. Okay, so first of all, what's so dangerous about being a so-called Black Jew? What's the danger about you getting back to what the Father said if you believe in the book and you saying, okay, I'm claiming that as my culture, my heritage? Because based on historical, anthropological, geological, and all these other evidences that we can produce, that we have proven that we are the people of the book. So how is that a dangerous narrative? Explain that to me. Somebody need to explain that. I'm going to keep reading. In a now removed anti-Semitic tweet, notice how they say it's now removed. They make it appear like he removed it when he didn't. They shut his Twitter down. Okay, so let me keep reading. The Jesus Walks performer, known legally as Ye, wrote that he planned to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. So what does that mean, going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people? This is how I interpret what he said. I'm going to tell everything I know. He not saying he going to hurt. Where does it say he going to hurt somebody in there? Where does it say that? Are you afraid of what he's going to say? Or are you afraid of somebody going to pick up arms and do something to the Fews when it's never in our mind to even pick up any arms to do anything? After all this time, if we ain't picked up arms to do something, it'll take a mighty hand and outstretched arm and fury pour out for us to do something. Notice how I worked that in there. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. In a statement, the Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance, which I never heard of them, don't know who they are, have no clue about them. Black Jewish Alliance described Ye's message as a threat to Black and Jewish relations. There is no Black and Jewish relationship. There's the pimp and hoe relationship. The fuse is the pimp and the blacks is the hoes. Point blank. Point blank. Until we can control our own paradigm, that's what it is. Now, I will say this to y'all though. Notice I said until we can. I'm of the firm opinion that right now we can. Right now we can destroy that whole narrative of the pimp and hoe narrative that they the pimp. Because the pimp is the head and the hoe is the tail. What you talking about, brother? See? Let me keep reading. In a statement, the Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance described Ye's messages as a threat to Black and Jewish relations. Ye's recent statements about the Jewish community are hurtful, offensive, and wrong. How did he hurt somebody when he said he's going to go DEFCON 3? How does that hurt you? They tell you to get over it when the KKK and the police beat the hell out of you. Blue lives matter. White lives matter. Name a trope.
Maybe they offended that Kanye is saying we want our nationality back. They was like, we ain't know y'all would want it back so soon. Maybe that's what it is.
See, that goes back. That goes back to this. What you're saying, bro? That goes back to right here. What you're saying. That goes back to what I first said. This right here. This sentence right here should be a message to everybody that's claiming their culture and heritage, and those that's not. Here it is right here. Pushing dangerous narratives about Black Jews. How's that a dangerous narrative? What's dangerous about saying that you believe in the book? What's dangerous to say that, okay, I'm claiming my heritage? How's that dangerous?
That's really what they're offended about. They really don't want to say. They don't want to say what we really offended, that y'all are claiming who y'all truly are, which is the true tribe of Yahada, or the true tribe of Judah. That's really where the offense is. They just don't want to say that part. They want to make it look like it's about Kanye saying he's going to go DEFCON 3. Now, he hasn't said anything yet to make good on those words. So what is the real offense? The real offense is that he exposed that we're Jews. And that's what they really have a problem with.
I see some of the comments, and they saying exactly what you said. Hey, what's up, Mr. Nate Nice? Shalom to you, brother. Let's read what it is. Dangerous to them. That's right, it is. It's dangerous to them because at the same time, you're seeing this great awakening, but at the same time, you seeing the white Western construct, which, like you said, Elias Shaw, it includes the fuse as well. The fuse ain't nothing but another peck of wood. Brother C said that. Yes, I did. I say that term all the time. I don't care about that term. I don't care about nobody. You can censor me for that term. Ain't nobody paying me. Ain't nobody writing me no check. I don't have to go get no check from nobody talking about, oh, you said offensives. Fuse can't counsel me. Sorry. Let's continue to read. In a now removed as I submitted to. Okay, so we read that part already. But that's really the they're talking about is hurtful, offensive, and wrong. The organization, which launched in 2021, said in a statement, they perpetuate stereotypes that have been the basis for discrimination, violence against Jews for thousands of years. Words like this tear at the fabric of Black-Jewish relationship. There is no Black-Jewish relationship. There is none. Zimmerman. Y'all do know that Zimmerman is a few, right? Y'all do know that, right? He looked like a Hispanic.
Hey, I worked with a dude named Zimmerman. And he said Sunday, he said that their heritage is the ovens.
Is that future?
Yes.
Okay.
He said it in future tense. I mean, he was trying to be funny. But
I say kind of what he's saying.
I said kind to my boy, but I said, man, that's not funny. And I told my boy, I said, man, but you know that is true.
Listen, I don't have, listen, Psalms 83, y'all can all bust the bottom of the hill with gasoline draws on for what you did to my people. Point blank. I got no love for you at all. I don't got no hate either. I can say that. You have to that's not, both of those things don't have to be mutually exclusive to one another. I don't give a bleep about the heathen. Let me continue to read. Members of the Black Jewish community were also quick to call out Ye for his tweets. Now, notice the phraseology. Pay attention. They're saying this. Now, when they say this, put a one up if you think you know what they mean. If you think you know what that means, put a one up. I want to see what the family got to say about that phrase right there. The Black Jewish community. What is that? What is this right here? What is the Black Jewish community? What is it?
Probably them Ethiopians over there.
That's a good one. I'm gonna cut to the chase on that one. It's not only that, but it's those that identify with this culture.
Mm-hmm.
You identify with that. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's nobody in the chat, and thank you. Not us. Charlotte Williams say not us. Exactly. It's not us. They talk about those people. They talking about those people who have accepted the Jewish culture and the Jewish religion. So when you see this, go ahead.
I said the Sammy Davis Jr. is among us.
Yeah, that paradigm. Because we don't follow that paradigm. We don't follow that. So I'm gonna continue to read. Let's see. Yeah. Black people can be Jewish. Yep. So now they talk about black people that have taken on the Jewish religion. I'm living proof of that. Okay, so now we're talking about a person. Now you can understand the perspective of this article. But your blackness doesn't cancel out your anti-Semitism. And the ideology you purport in this tweet actually harms the very black Jews you're referencing. So they say what this person says is you're not referencing the you talk about your Hebrew Israelite, you're not a Jew. What you referencing, you hurting us people who are part of their clique that claim to be the religious aspects of it. This is grossly offensive and nonsensical, says content creator Raven Shore Curtis wrote on her Twitter. So in other words, him saying that he's a black Jew and he can't be doing anti-Semitism is hilarious. Now we're gonna get into some of the more interesting things. I told y'all I was gonna give y'all a different spin on this. Shekinah Lark's a program coordinator and diversity trainer at Biko Lashawn. Notice she's a practicing black Jew. Notice who they got on this panel. An organization in San Francisco that advocates for Jews for color warned that Yee's comments tapped into a dangerous, listen to this, a dangerous ideology. Dangerous what? Dangerous for you to say the black people are the real Jews. It's a narrative that needs to stop. It's harmful. It's not true. It's historically erasure. It's communal erasure. It's gotten to the point where people are starting to threaten bodily harm or do acts of violence surrounding this narrative, Lark said in a TikTok video. So now we're going to look at the video. Somebody got something to say before I jump into it?
African booty scratcher.
That's one of them, but this other one is not. The person who wrote the article is, you're absolutely correct about that, which I never called him that. I never called that.
I'm doing it now because they deserve it.
You starting to sound like me.
And you know who booty they scratching?
You starting to sound like me. Okay, so nobody's here to put the TikTok video up. I'll put the TikTok. Hopefully, fam, y'all be able to hear this because the TikTok is going to be, let me get my mouse over there. The TikTok is going to be this person speaking. And when I put it up, hopefully you guys can hear it. Let me click on the link. Okay, let me put it on pause. Okay, I'm gonna get the sound all the way up. Make sure my sound is all the way up. Okay, so now y'all gonna hear this. Let me share my screen. And hopefully, fam, y'all be able to hear it. I'm gonna put the link up just in case. Let's go present, share screen. And I'm gonna share that screen right there, share. Okay, so y'all can see my screen, right? Need to stop sharing it. Need to make sure I have that button clicked. I always forget to click that button. Share audio too. Okay, we got that. We go say share. Okay, so this is the sister that was speaking in that article we just saw. So we're gonna go ahead.
You mean informant?
Yeah. Okay. Could very well be. I can't deny that. I don't know if the lady is she could be with Alphabet Soup, Alphabet, ABC, XYZ, and all of them too. Okay, so let's listen to what she has to say. Live up close to the person. Hopefully y'all be able to hear it. Y'all see I got the audio cranked up all the way on everything. So let's go ahead and get it.
This black people are the real Jews narrative, it needs to stop. It's harmful. It's not true. It's historical erasure. It's communal erasure. And it's gotten to the point where people are starting to threaten bodily harm or do acts of violence surrounding this narrative. I'm a black Jewish person, and I'm really sick and tired of...
What's that?
Nothing. I just blurred it out. Something. I'm sure.
You know, people double, triple, quadruple questioning me on whether or not I'm a black Hebrew Israelite because they're afraid of me. I'm really sick and tired of having these conversations with black folks who are convinced that I'm brainwashed by white people. Just look at my video where I'm talking about my Jewish identity, and there's folks supporting it, there's folks questioning me, there's folks saying that black people are the real Jews. Those comments are not helpful. And so many of you have like this fantastical understanding of what a Jew is supposed to be, but both inside and outside the community, some aren't even willing to learn what one is.
Okay, so here's the punchline to that, fam, is that she running and telling lies about that she's scared. People are scared of the whole black Hebrew Israelite narrative, and that she's not a black Hebrew Israelite, and that she's a Jew, and that what you're saying, and they're going to link to her TikTok. There it is. If y'all want to get it, go ahead, bro. CIA. I'm hearing what you brothers got to say about it because we got some other stuff we can get into. I got plenty of more ammo. But y'all go ahead and rock out. What y'all got to say, man? What the G that? Elias Shaw, E, Tone. Y'all go ahead and comment on what y'all just heard from the sister.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the link, and because I really couldn't hear what she was saying for the majority of it. You put the link in the chat. I'm gonna watch it real quick, and then I'll address the contents of it.
Link is in the chat. It's already there. Really, what she was really regurgitating was what she said in the article that was written. Let me go back to sharing that screen. Let me get back to that. Because that's basically what this person did. The writer of the article, the African, took which is another. Is it okay to call them fused too? Because really, if you operate under that whole Jewish mysticism paradigm,
Judah. If you can't identify yourself from the tribe of Judah, no. And
okay, so
also, right, they went over there, and a lot of those, because they do their studies. The few are going into Africa, trying to identify the tribes, and then when they identify the tribes, they try to push their damn narrative on them, and to accept them. Now, many of these tribes are going in Africa, are going over there, looking for a few acceptance for the money, for the bag. They in it for the bag. They might even be Hamites, but they in it for the bag. And that's what it's about.
I'm gonna try that on that. I'm gonna try that. Let me see. I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure because some people are saying that they hear everything fine and some are not. I don't know what that's from. It's probably something on my end. I'm sure.
I think people got earbuds or something because I can't hear it, but I can blurt out half of what she was saying, and she was just spewing a phony narrative, like as if our people gonna ride up and start fighting them. We never did.
Yeah, and that's the same stuff you see in this article is really what this person was saying. But you notice what they're doing is they're getting another person that looked like us, and that's going to dovetail in the handler's comment that Kanye made last week that I actually highlighted, and that we actually highlighted in the video that we was talking about last week. We highlighted that comment for a specific reason, because the brother said specifically handlers. What these people like to do is they like to get people that look like you and think that we're going to buy it. Okay, so just because you say that you a Jew, and just because you say that you follow in the Jewish culture, that don't make you one, first of all. Second of all, you get an African, like this African right here, and putting them people out, talking about the Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance. Well, don't nobody here rock with that. So that's not going to get you, that's not going to carry any water with the real people. It's not going to hold nothing.
And that sister that did that video, she's making a religious alliance. You know, she's willing to just be one of those people who follow Judaism by saying that she's Jewish. She's not recognizing that historically that we are those people. We are the tribes, or one of the tribes of Israel. So she's trying to separate herself because of the backlash. She don't want no parts of it.
Paid actress.
I mean, be honest with you, this is not surprising to me. I don't think that it has to be a matter of implementation, like regarding or somebody coming in and, you know, they're like a secret plan. Like a lot of our people feel like this. You know, a lot of our people in Christianity feels this way. They don't want to, you know, acknowledge that they are the people of the Bible because it's not famous in this country. It's not favorable. So it's not surprising that I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people just like her who wants to take a step back from whom they consider to be radicals, whom they consider to be terrorists, because we're supposed to be Black extremists, you know, and according to the federal government, you know, Black Hebrew Israelites, as they like to define it, are supposed to be a racial hate group, you know, and this is what our people, you know, they're getting spoon-fed this from you know, the government establishment and the judiciaries, and they believe it. So they're separating themselves. They ain't trying to lose their jobs. They're not trying to alienate friends. They're not trying to take that tribulation that comes with acknowledging who we are.
Hey, you touched on what I was gonna touch on too when you said they try to give it a religious connotation, and that's one thing they trying to do as it relates to Black people identifying as Jewish. They don't want to give it any type of cultural inclination. They want to make it religious to make it seem like we converting to their culture, to Judaism. So anytime you hear Jewish, you think religious. They want to keep the heavy stuff away from it.
And just to, you know, to make a supplemental point to what Brother Ibri just said, is that when our people acknowledge, say our people were to say we acknowledge a Jewish ancestry, like, you know, they're not rocking out with the Hebrew Israelite, they're not rocking out with being one of the tribes, or, you know, be historically and, you know, by heritage Israelites, but they're rocking out with a Jewish reckoning. So now we're talking about a woman, no matter who she procreates with, according to Jewish reckoning, producing Jewish people. You know, it's a completely, you know, flip-flop of what the Most High said in Genesis, I believe the 7th chapter, when he told Noah to make sure that, you know, certain animals was on the ark to preserve the seed alive, you know, knowing that the man produces the seed. But some of our people who are not just rocking out as Jewish people, as in a religious sense, are going with the Jewish reckoning to who produces a Jewish, you know, Jewish offspring, because their reckoning is that a Jewish woman, no matter who she procreates with on this earth or whatever nation, that produces a Jewish person. Now you're talking about causing the world to be a Neapolitan bowl of different nations all becoming Jewish just because they procreated with a self-defined Jewish woman. Now we're not even talking about heritage or nationalities. We're talking about just, straight up confusion of the nations and the races.
Go ahead and read some of these comments from the folks in the chat, part of the conversation. I apologize, fam, for not hitting these up earlier. Son of Judah says, she said it's not helpful to say blacks are the real Jews. Yeah, that's exactly, like it's some violent thing that's going to occur because she's under the hypnotrance of Judaism. And it's sad to say some of our people is getting caught up into that. Mount Zion, Jerusalem, she needs to have several seats. Khan, I agree with that. Brother C, try caption. I'm gonna try next time because that's probably a good way to even show or check my technology to make sure that it's functioning properly. But it's odd that some people can hear and some people can't. It's kind of weird. Josiah Ben Yehuda Divine Seed says our minds are colonized. The Most High will recompense. I'm gonna hold my peace because He will fight for us. All praise to the Father. That's right. He said he was gonna fight, but at the same time he says that we're gonna be His battle axe. So although He's fighting, He gonna use us to fight. We're gonna be the ones we gonna be putting in work. Trust and believe that. So say she just bought and paid for it. Yep. My brother said he heard what she said. My brother Josiah ben Judah, the Notorious Hebrew says she's a Judas. Well, she's yeah, they'll use us. And again, that's that warm and tingly spirit, that the spirit of religion. It's the same spirit. It's the same warm and tingly spirit when you're in the church breakdancing. Josh breakdancing. He be running up and down the aisle. Elisha doing who knows what, speaking in tongues, all confusion, no order. You got no order and none of that. She would be what the world called a Grecian, Khan. She's wait a minute, a knock Asian.
So, brother, that's why I say that, man. You got, for large part, man, we trying to teach Negroites, man, that they Israelites. And a lot of our people are afraid, man. I'm not bring something into my personal life. When I was sitting in prison and my marriage was eroding. Let me tell you something, man. To after all the stuff that happened, my soon-to-be ex-wife, you want to call her that now or not, she started to capitulate to almost everything that we would not have done. She started to do with our children. The kids is vaccinated, with the COVID vaccination. They're getting the shots. They're keeping some similitude of Halloween and Christmas, all the things that we wasn't doing before, because she just want Esau to stay away from. She just want to appease Esau in some way, And now when you in a situation like that, you got somebody who's afraid. Now, mind you, I'm sitting in prison almost 6 years for something I didn't do. When I come out, doubling down on the stuff. Listen, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. But our women are traumatized so easy. Now, I'm not saying that all our women are weak or anything like that. I'm saying that this is what they do. The sister, what is she talking about? Oh, people are talking about violence. She's ready to capitulate. She's ready to look. I'll fall back on who I am. I'll just be Jewish. I'll take it how you're giving it to me. Just stay off my ass. Don't interrupt my life. Don't stop me from putting this facial cream on. Don't stop me from getting my hair done. Let me have my apartment. Let me have my car. And then I see that stuff straight, in real life right now, because I have a situation where I have to be on my time with my kids. I got to teach them the ways of the Most High. Now I know that because I'm no longer the influence in this woman's life, and she just wants Esau to leave her alone in any way that she can, and my kids is going to be into those things. They were successful at that. And a lot of our people feel like that. You got the women, and then you got the effeminate men who ain't got no backbone, that'll just let them run all over them just so they can go outside and have a fresh, clean car and a fresh pair of kicks and not be interrupted in their life. They're no different than the women that feel like that.
Yeah, brother Elisha on point. On point all the way. Real talk. I don't think the time we live in right now is for cowards. And I feel like all us Israelites got to pay attention to the fact that they trying to make us seem violent. You know what I mean, a lot of us have no history of violence, but they still going to try to paint us as violent because they terrified. Like they can't stop what's happening. They can't stop the awakening, so they terrified. Like even their own scholars is coming from every direction. You got the dudes coming with DNA. They own scholars coming with DNA saying, yeah, we is Khazars. You got the you got anthropologists like, yeah, these bones ain't from from the ancient Israelites. These bones is from invaders coming in. Like it's their own scholars is doing this. So they like, we got to find a way to shut this down, but they know they can't shut it down. So they just gonna make it as difficult as possible on their way out.
That would be the goal, or cause some major calamities to happen. But the great thing about the Father is that the chess moves that they think they're playing, he the one that's telling them to play it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how cold this game is. Everything that everybody doing, the Father telling you to do it, and you go do it. Somebody get that precept where he say, "I create good and evil." We bring that out every chance we get. We bring that out because why? We paying homage to who's really in control of this construct. The fuse is not in control of this construct. And I'm gonna bring this precept because I called for this precept earlier. I'm gonna put it in the chat, and then we're gonna have a conversation, not necessarily about this, but I did call this precept earlier. Yes, I did. Says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who controlling and running the earth right now? That's why they don't want to say they're in control, because if they say they're in control, well, you the ones that's wicked. He cover the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? You've been covering the faces of the judges by having them tell lies. You've been covering the faces of the true judges because you won't allow them to speak. The earth is given in the hand of the wicked. Who running the shop right now? Esau. Who running the shop right now? Rome, the white supremacy Western construct. That's why if they fighting in Europe, let it go ahead, do it. Push nukes if you need to. Have at it, have fun. Do it. Hooray! All praise to the Father. Everything that happened on the earth happened because of the Israelites.
That's that verse you was asking for, Elder Cleo.
You just dropped it?
I put it in.
I'll put it up. Yes, sir. You put these precepts up. Can't just be about me rambling and running my mouth. I'm call y'all, put them up. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, who's I? Ooh. Even I am. We put a comma in front of that I am, but okay. I don't know why you did that. Let me take that comment. Even I am he. Okay, so we talk about, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive. You ain't putting up no censorship bullshit. You put up them stained glass windows, you bust the glass out. You putting up no stained glass with no zigzag, man, wearing some Greek garb, looking like a hippie heroin addict. You look like he done smoked all the heroin on planet Earth. And frail. His daddy was a carpenter. How you gonna make him frail? His daddy is a carpenter. He knew carpentry work. He wouldn't have been frail. I wound, I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So when he say he gonna do something, guess what? He's going to do it. And you all should be looking for that this day. Point blank, period. You all should be looking to become the head of earth, not of your local city, not of your stoop, not of where you rent, not on your street, not in your county. You should be looking to rule with Mashiach. You shouldn't have to worry about saying nothing about no fuse. Don't care about what them people think or say. You should be able to say what you want to say, when you want to say it, and how you want to say it. You can't stop the awakening even if you wanted to. You ain't stopping no awakening. This is way bigger. This is way bigger than the fuse. It's bigger than Psalms 83. It's bigger than the whole universe. That's a good question. Baya. Hey, shalom, brother. Peace and blessing. Hey, we got to have you on the show, man. Matter of fact, Baya, shoot your email, man, to us, man, so you can jump on next week. Or if you want to jump on now, you can jump on now. But I definitely want you to jump on next week because we ain't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, bro. He asked a pertinent question. Who more violent than them Khazars? Who more violent than King Bulan's children? Who more violent than Amalek? Oh man, I remember one. Wait a minute, we got a troll in here. Where you at? Did somebody knock him out of Dodge? Did somebody knock him out the pocket?
I did.
Oh, good shot. What was he hollering about? Just out of curiosity.
I don't even know, man. The first one was kind of crazy. This Christ True Freedom dude, and then I was like, "What I'm talking about?" You know. Then the second one was like, "All right, you got to go." I said, "Blue God."
I appreciate you. And see, the only thing they're gonna do is now you have me laughing at you because you could come in here and sit down and shut the hell up. What's the old saying? Get in and sit down and shut up and hold on. You remember that saying?
Yeah, yo, but that one was actually the devil.
Oh, okay. Well, he could get blocked
too. That was the devil. That was the devil and stuff.
He could get round up out of here.
Crazy, but it was the devil. Yeah.
Get round up out of here, demon. We ain't with you. We don't care nothing about you. So now here's what we're gonna do. I see the family's comments, and y'all on fire as usual. We're gonna look at this one last point, and then I'm gonna turn it over to the panel. We're going to look at the handler's comment. Now think about that for a second, fam. The brother was talking about handlers in that movie that he put in. And so let's look at some of the comments that Kanye made, because Kanye did in that last video that we showed that he was talking about. He talked about handlers. But look who they sent to Kanye to have him pipe down. Okay? So we're going to look at this comment, but before we do that, I need to do something. I done got everything all jacked up. Brother C, you jacking up again. Why don't you stop making your mess? Brother C, stop making a mess of technology. Okay, so I'm going to stop that, and I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to do it a different way. So give me a second, fam. Share screen. Nope, I'm going to share window. I'm going to do that. Okay, so check this out, fam. Okay, so my brother been talking about handlers, right? And so he makes a crazy comment. And so, like some people were saying, it's about money. Okay, look at what he says. He rejects P. Diddy. F you, I'm selling these White Lives Matter t-shirts. Okay, that's whatever it is. And then you see that, okay, that's for the Khazars. That's for Psalms 83. And that's the white way, because that ain't the black way. That's not how we do it. But that's for all of them Psalms 83s. Yep, Psalms 109 for all of y'all. If you want to know, go look up Psalms 109, like my ancestor King David said, and that's what I say to you. So now let's read the interaction real briefly, and then the family and the brothers on the panel can have at it. Let's read what the brother said. Okay, so he said, "Nigga, send me your address. Let's stop playing these internet games and don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love." Okay, so Kanye, this is Kanye in blue. This is Puff in black. And so Kanye says, "This ain't a game. I'm gonna use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. Now go and get you some business." Now, that's all I'm going to read on it, because the part I'm talking about is they sent Puff to go talk to him, and he telling me, man, why is the few sending they bootleg lackey or a bootleg lackey to come holler at me about something that I said? Let me go ahead and tell this truth according to what I know. Because I know I'm probably going to leave here at some point, possibly. How they get down, they could suicide me, and they'll think, oh, he just drank Pepsi, and he normally drinks Coke, and the Pepsi killed him. Or he was just out walking down the street, and all of a sudden he died of a heart attack, and nobody knows what happened. Anything happened to Kanye West on record, the Fuse did it. Point blank. Or the Fuse paid to have it done. Because the man always talking about, when you go back and listen to what he said, when you talk about somebody greenlighting you, somebody hitting you. And he talk about that all the time. So now I'm done. I got some more stuff I could put up, but I'm actually done. We didn't get a chance to go into the other topics we wanted to go into because there's a lot happening on the earth right now, if y'all didn't know. If y'all didn't know, number one is showing out. Number one, I point to the sky and I put the one up in the sky. That's me pointing to my Father because he's number one. I point to him all the time and say, Father, you number one. I'm pointing up to you. I'm looking up to the sky, looking up to you because you moving right now so fantastically on the earth. You got the heathen shook. You got the Fuse shook. You got everybody on the earth shook. Surely if somebody could tell you how we got in this predicament, surely you would rock out with that. Surely if somebody could explain to you, okay, this is our plight. This is why we went through what we went through, but this is going to be our end. Surely you would rock out with that. Surely you would. Yes, sir, he's number one. I put the one up. I point to the sky all the time and look up to the sky. Yes, sir. Father's number one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm one of his hard-headed children. On record. Father, please forgive me. One of his hard heads. What's up, Jabroni? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. I'll point a one up to the sky. So now, brothers on the panel, what say y'all, man? I want to get y'all perspective on what and then what it is, and we can close out because we're going on 2.5 hours. I could probably spend a little bit more time with the fam. I like spending time with y'all, spending time with the family. Matter of fact, I'm going to put some of these comments up. I'm going to work up from the Puffy pushing P. Finito. Con. Yeah, out the box. He don't know if he want to be a man or a lady. He probably a maid. They compiled 1 million over a 20-year period.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. My brother Baya said, you know who in control of whom you can't criticize. You can't say nothing about them people before they lie and say, oh, what you said was hurtful. You a liar. They ain't did nothing to your money. How much money have the Fuse lost since Kanye said what he said? Their money probably done went up. Because money is false anyway. Money ain't even real.
Yeah, they at least made an extra $6 billion.
At least, man. Yeah, after they peeled it off here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Flew like Zilla. That's right. The whole world is lying of the wicked. That's right. Let me see. They going to send Steve Harvey. Yeah, they'll probably send him next.
Definitely.
Send him next. And oh yeah, I forgot to say that. I got some more information, but I just tell you, I'll just speak on it. LeBron counseled my man's Kanye because they had a show that him and Kanye did that was coming up on his show, but he scrapped it because LeBron said that's hate speech what he doing. I haven't seen no hate speech yet on what the man said. Somebody show me where the hate speech was at.
You know what killed me is these mugs know that it's the truth. But
that's a problem.
Money, because they can't see this world ending. You know, they can't see this because they doing well. They'll quickly jump on this bandwagon and cancel another brother. We refuse. We're fearful, and all it's just the fearful and the unbelieving shall have their part in the lake of fire.
That's surely what the book says. Let's read this comment. That's surely what the book says. White folks, while fighting the Civil War here, also instigated a very bloody revolution in Japan in the same decade. So just in the 1800s alone, in a matter of 20 years, they've been, and I'll catch the rest of it. But I will say this. That's what they're fomenting in Iran. They're fomenting the same thing. And have you guys noticed in the news that they put in Iran on and they said, oh, revolution in Iran, revolution in Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Reason why and you guys know why they're doing that, right? Because they doing this under the guise that, okay, they don't want Iran to get the bomb or to have the bomb. So they're trying to destabilize the country with folks that have been Jesuit trained and trained here under how to subvert the government, and then they allow those folks to go back to their home countries and subvert the government and do coups in their own government. So Iran got their hands full to a certain degree. But we'll see if they'd be able to quash it. I say if that's them people country, leave the people alone. Let the people do what they do in their nation.
Exactly.
You need to stop meddling. Stop sticking your nose where it don't belong. United States, Fuse, none of y'all belong over there. As a matter of fact, how come Iran can't have a nuke when you're the only nation that dropped, not the nation, the only people that drop bombs on people is the controlling interest of the snakes? Who else dropped nukes on somebody?
Right.
Okay, so you not no moral authority to say who gets what. You shouldn't be try to play the police of the earth. You not no moral righteous standing to be policing nothing.
Thus with violence shall Babylon be thrown down.
That bloody city.
And she
get that book.
With fire.
Get that book where it say you cannot build no city on no blood. Somebody get that precept and drop it in. I'll put it up. Put that in private. Not our fault. Your forefathers inherited flies, huh? Esau see mad. Don't get mad. Get glad. That's right. I see it. I'll put it in context. Esau see mad. Don't get mad. Get glad. Glad heavyweight trash bag says. I remember that commercial. Not our fault. Your forefathers inherited lies. That's right. It's not. We ain't got nothing to do on. We got nothing about that. That's none of our business. He needs to be touched up with a battle axe to the dome, huh? Let's see here. My brother with the good precept of us. Forgive me. I'm not sure if you're a brother or sister, so I apologize for that. Nature's Graffiti says, Sirach 9:23, and let the thought of our Elohim be in thy mind and all thy discourse on the commandments of the highest. All praise to the Father. That's what we need to be at all times. Because if we there, we're not gonna be like hard-headed sea. Pure truth. Go stand in the sun, eat them with no sunblock. and you supposed to be in that lane. You better stop it. You better stop. Stop lying. You ain't been in that land. You wasn't even there. If that's the land or not, it don't matter. You still got the highest rate of skin cancer where you at where you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be there. Acts 5:39 from my good brother Rio Morgan. But if it be of the Father, you cannot overthrow it. If the Father said it, he said his word will never come back void. How you going to overthrow what the Father say and do? How you going to do that? He created this construct. That's why it's hard for me to understand why somebody can say, okay, his word is done away with. He created the construct. He said, I want these people to follow this. I want these people to teach this to the earth. And yet he don't want you to do that now. He got a different program. But then he says somewhere in the same book, I changed not. So now who you going to believe? Don't believe your brother C. Please don't believe him. You better go by what that book says. I'm going to keep reading. Lest happily ye be found even to fight against the Father. You fighting against the Father when you saying he not going to do what he say he going to do or what he say is void. You don't even know that. When the Father say something and you say you calling him a liar, but then you say he not going to do what he going to do. And you actually fighting against him. Christianity, the whole house, the whole 45,000 different denominations of Christianity is fighting against the Father because you don't believe what he said. You believe what he said, you will be doing it. You'll be acting and living it. How you going to be Christ-like? And the book say he was the living word. He is the word. And he was prophesying about the New Testament, but he wasn't talking about no church fathers running shop, being in control, lying, leading his people to degradation. He talked about that. We get Habakkuk. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Brother Yash, we'll put that up. We're going to put that up. Then we're gonna get up out of here. Spend a little bit more time with the family. Spend some time with the family. You can spend time with the family. Stop it. 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Was the snakes built with blood? Put a one up if you believe that. Establish a city of iniquity. The snakes destroyed the people that was here. And then kidnapped some people, brought them here. And there were some people here too. And then you murdered all of them. And to this day, trying to kill them and murder them. You build a town by committing genocide. You build a whole nation on genocide. All your cities is towns with blood. How in the hell is you a city on a hill? And you fit this description. United States fit this description. How is you a city on a hill? Somebody need to help me out here. Somebody help me out. How is the United States of America any more right? How is you a city on the hill when this is how you was established? To be a whipping post for the Israelites. You white evangelicals ain't nothing but damn liars. Every one of you. You ain't no prophet or no value. You a prophet fitted for destruction. It's exactly what it is. It ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing different. How you gonna be something of moral value when the Father only created you to be a whipping post for his people? And you ain't got no value after that. Sit your monkey behind that. How the folks be saying, you need 2 seats. I mean, some of you ain't got nothing. You ain't have nothing. Talking about you the people of the book. How? Means you ain't fitting that now one of Deuteronomy 28. Forward or back. You ain't been no blessing. You ain't been nothing but a curse to the earth. Everywhere you go, you done rob, kill, steal, and destroy. Just like your father. Anyway, I'm off of that. Fam, what y'all got to say? Because I'm ready to shut it down. I'm gonna let the brothers on the panel have the last word, but it was good conversing with y'all over this Kanye West thing. I think we touched on what we touched on, but we're just gonna go into some other stuff because you got a lot of stuff going on, and I got the list. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna have to do a whole another show just based on that. That's right, Loxy Yehuda. That's right. The wicked states of America, they're wicked as hell. And you got some evangelicals know this is Babylon, but then they on one side they talk about, oh yeah, this is Babylon, but then on the other side they say, oh yeah, we're gonna have revival and we're gonna get the transference of wealth. The revival is already happening, folks. Do you know what the revival is? The revival is the Israelites waking up and getting back to their culture. That's the revival. Y'all didn't get the facts in the email, or carrier pigeon, or UPS, or FedEx, or YouTube link, or TikTok. Or maybe y'all did get all of those and y'all ain't saying. Maybe y'all do it like CNN and saying, okay, well, we got it, but we just ain't gonna say that part. We're not gonna put that on the screen capture. If people want to see that, they're gonna have to read the article. And how many people gonna read the article? How many people gonna ask the same question? Hey, what did Kanye say? What did Kanye? Kanye, I like Kanye, but what did he say that was evil and mean? What did he say? Asking for a friend. Let's keep going with what the family got going. We ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep rocking with the fam. What is this? What it is. They speak of New World Order Americans like the Most High didn't know. Like, it's fantastic. It's fantastic how you could do the whole earth a disservice and then think that you're gonna get away with it. And it's fantastic to be that, okay, you can eliminate CRT, that's fine. You can eliminate CRT, teaching about slavery in class. You can eliminate whatever you want, but guess what? The Father say he gonna open up the books. So that means that he got something recorded, which means that he's got it written down. And it's gonna get ran back to you exactly what it was. So we ain't got to worry about how they trying to erase history or trying to say that we wasn't contraband or trying to say that, oh yeah, slavery was just was a good thing for you. Huh? Yeah, it was good that you was here because you wasn't in Africa living in mud huts? Huh? Let me see. Let's weigh it. Living in mud huts, still got my culture, my language, and my religion, and our Elohim. Okay, but we living in mud huts. Okay, but we living off the earth. We got good food, water, and drink. So okay, we living, and we're industrious. So that means that we can build up infrastructures, which we probably didn't live in mud huts. We probably lived in cities, but that's a different conversation. Versus okay, working 1,000 hours a week, getting beat on all the time, getting my wife taken and raped, having my children used as gator bait, having to have a white person come up to my wife and rape her anytime that they want, have my children beat and separated. Matter of fact, have my wife and my children separated from me because this wicked bastard entity that I was working for as a slave master sold them to another one for profit. Oh, and by the way, let's go ahead and build Wall Street, and let's make the first commodity of Wall Street the so-called African Americans, which were the Israelites of the book. That and then okay, so then do I have my own food? Do I control my own industry? Do I have any control? That sounds like Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68 to me. So how is that a blessing to me? Are you serious right now? You nothing but a liar. Let's see what's here. They were always slick, change Jesus to white, and we will follow. Yeah, but now, and see, sis, that's the beautiful thing, is that we no longer prescribe to that hippie heroin addict. This man, daddy was a carpenter. You got in him looking like he didn't smoke every piece of heroin ever invented, and every piece of meth that ever invented. Long stringy hair, his hair white like wool, and his skin like brass, and you got him looking like Eminem with a long ass perm. We didn't love mother. That's a straight. That's right. We had cities. Them people ain't burnt none of them books. Don't let them tell you that. They ain't burnt out now book. He goes from the golden boy of white supremacy, money conversation, shut down in one way. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? He say slavery gave his kitty Jesus. I'm not mad at him or Bonnie James. Our people can do it better though. But and see, that's the thing about us. We'll create an industry and everybody's welcome. We done created every musical industry, every industry. And fam, don't let them trick you. We in everything. There's not an industry. There's not nothing that we are not into because we are into it all. You think about an industry, I don't care where it is. Just because you haven't heard of the brothers and sisters that's rocking out in it, that don't mean that they exist. And we're very enterprising, and quiet as kept, we're very, 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 very innovative. I must say that. So fam, we're going to shut it down. I'm going to give my brothers on the panel the last words, and then we're going to close out. Hold on a second. Before I do that, though, hey, where you been at, bro? Yeah, Aquab, 12 Yehuda, bro. See, as crazy as that may sound, even Charles Manson knew that weird. Yeah, and Hitler knew, everybody knew. Guess what? The news flash was Negro. Guess what? Guess who you are? And guess who else know? Putin know too. I am convinced that he know we the people of the book. 1,000% convinced. So fam, brothers in the panel, thanks for rocking out, fam. Appreciate y'all in the chat. My brothers, go ahead. I'm gonna go in order. I'm gonna go from bottom left all the way up to the top, starting with my brother Elisha. Brother Elisha, go ahead and give your last words, bro. See, he said running water in them. Yes, they sure did. Yes, sir. Sure they did. Okay, brother Elisha, no show. Okay, brother Yash, go ahead and give your last words, bro.
My thing is, they're making a big deal out of this because they feel the walls closing in on them. Time is quickly wrapping up. And see, they're afraid because while this rhetoric is going down, it just happens to coincide with them raising interest rates to tame inflation and turn around and cause the very inflation that they was trying to tame. The Most High is pulling the skirts off of these people, and they running scared right now. They shaking in their boots. So we don't have long. I don't and see, because I'm looking at the news and everything that's going on. Like just last week, there was I mean, for the few couple weeks, they enjoyed giving us how the Ukraine was beating up and destroying this and that in Russia. And now, turn around and, in other words, we playing with fire. I'm noticing. And they're afraid. I'm seeing more jet planes fly over my house, and they know that these threats of going nuke, they know that he ain't trying to drop them on his doorstep. They know that he trying to drop them over here. But see, what we don't realize is that, and this ain't even a conversation. I just went someplace else. If you ain't noticed, we're spending all this country is spending all its money in weapons. And they ain't gonna have nothing to defend themselves because we're giving all our defense mechanisms to another country. But the Most High is gonna protect us, and he's gonna bring us out. And I hope that people recognize, and that's what I'll say, afraid that they recognize what Brother Bonnier was saying earlier, how everything that Kanye did get to spew, how they're showing their hand by doing the exact same thing that he said they would do. And like he said, how has Esau I've uncovered him, how he's been laid bare. So I'm just praying and hoping. And I'm going to continue to pray against. They even threw a wicked devil in this daggone chat. That just keep our heads up, Israel. It won't be long. Don't worry about the people who's afraid. The Most High already wrote their demise. I believe that we're gonna live to see the day of our salvation. No.
Shalom, appreciate that, brother. Really, really appreciate those comments. Brother Tone Spain, what say you, brother?
Yo, yeah, man. I'm just appreciative of everybody in the chat and the brothers on the panel. Just as a brother who is like newly awakened, all I've been doing is just sitting back and trying to learn as much as possible. And all of y'all play a big role in that. And since waking up, I'm really seeing the fruit of that. And I think I'm really getting to that point where all of them years of Christianity is starting to wear off. And I'm really starting to understand the text for how it's meant to be read. And y'all definitely play a huge role in that. So I just want to say thank you to y'all, not just y'all, but also the brothers and sisters in the panel as well. And that's really why I've been falling back and just trying to learn. Because I thought I knew some stuff. You know what I mean? When I was in churchianity. But it was clear, you know what I'm saying, that I got a lot to learn. And I know we all still growing and learning, but like I said, I'm just appreciative, and I'm praying for us in this season, because like Brother Yashadek said, like, they terrified, and when they get scared, they start wilding out. So I'm just praying that we stay covered up and that we stay locked in with the Most High, not too concerned with what they doing, but just lock in with LSC.
Amen.
Amen. And bro, you're welcome to bounce on and jump on anytime. Matter of fact, I want to do another show with you like the other show we did before. Probably get you up to date, not just on your 3-pointers, because we know what that is, but get up to date on what you're doing, what projects you're working on, and we share that info with the family and get your perspective on stuff.
Praise y'all. Yeah, I'm definitely available.
Okay.
When the plantation ain't taking all my time.
You got time to get in the gym and be busting somebody blinkos with 3-pointers, man. Stop it.
Right.
All right. It's good to see you, bro. Brother Lion Shaw, what say you, brother? Okay, brother. There we go. All right.
Just peace and blessings to all the Israelites family. It was a bountiful discussion, and just talking about gathering and Mashiach's name, that the Most High might impart knowledge, wisdom, understanding. So hopefully we all join again on the Shabbat when the next discussion comes. So peace and blessing to the family. Peace and blessing to the brothers. This all salt and earth. All praise the Most High forever and ever.
Yes, sir. Appreciate your commentary, brother. Appreciate you jumping on. Really appreciate you. Love you, bro. Brother Ibre, what say you?
Yeah, it's been a blessing fellowshipping with the brothers on the panel. I want to thank Brother Cleo for allowing me on, allowing the brothers on. I want to say shalom and blessings to everybody in the chat. Our praise, honor, and glory to our Heavenly Father, to His Son, and to His Holy Spirit. Shalom.
Shalom, and this has been another Salt of the Earth production. Josh, you can tell him. I'm not going to tell him. Tell them what they need to do. They need to get saved.
Oh, yeah, get saved, family.
Josh told you what it was. Get saved.